Rays. That's exactly what you.
And welcome everybody to episode 23 of the Hooligan Sports Podcast. We got the LeBron James. This is the Kings.
The Kings
podcast.
of all
The
kings.
King of Kings, Dustin Brown, LeBron James.
This is the Adrian Gonzalez episode.
The Kirk Gibson.
LeBron James.
The Eric Carroll.
The David Beckham.
The Michael Jordan.
What?
He's not an LA sports icon,
But he's-
yeah, I mean, it's
the GOAT.
It's just the 23.
It's the GOAT.
right.
If you notice today, it's a lighter,
Derek Lowe
group than normal. We're missing some key pieces. In case you're wondering, this is in fact the first episode Hooligan Ray has missed. Unfortunately.
I'm shocked. I got the text message. I was on the way over here. And,
Unfortunately, he is also in a Mexican jail with Tommy right now.
Yeah, he got in trouble.
he tried to help. He tried to break him out, and then got caught himself.
Yeah, and it had to do with him personally attacking Matthew Kachuk.
Yeah.
He fulfilled his destiny. He's like, it's on site.
It was on site, and he saw him, and in honor of our dear Raymond,
And our dear friend Tommy.
we're giving a 3 sound bit salute.
Watch your profanity. Watch your profanity. Watch your profanity.
Those were Ray's 3 strikes for him. But yeah, guys, we missed last week, so we got 2 weeks of sports that we haven't discussed.
Yeah.
Also, if you're picking up any AC/DC in the background, our Mayan friends next door.
There's a motorcycle club directly next door.
Directly next door to us.
In our green room.
And they're
Our green room is really having a big Day of the Dead
the
party.
after party for
Yes.
tonight's episode
And-
is
and
in full effect right now.
And at least once a month, I believe, I think that's their schedule, they
Yeah.
do a big motorcycle club party. And it gets wild and it gets crazy. And unfortunately, being the neighbor of us, it all picks up. And it feels like we're part of the party,
Right.
even though there's a big concrete wall separating us.
Yeah.
But
I think Tommy.
So
I think we
apologies.
lost Tommy to that party right there.
actually, Tommy did go to that party one time.
Yeah.
He became
story.
one with them.
Yes, I think we lost Tommy.
He's like, hey, have you guys ever heard of this band called The Ghost Inside?
He came back with like 2 more tattoos.
Right.
Like, did you get those over there? What happened with that?
Right.
Yeah.
So apologies in advance to the powers that be at YouTube for like copyright claims.
Yeah,
It's
please.
It's out of our control. Please don't.
Yeah, please don't
Please
strike
don't
our
flag
video. Don't flag us for this one because it's not up to us.
Yeah.
Gotta buy some soundproofing or something. I don't know.
I don't know.
Right.
So also right now we're having another Kings watch party.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
we're
we have,
actively watching the
The
Kings game.
Right now we're in the second period, 2-2 Kings.
About 12 minutes ago in the second.
I mean, another high-scoring game for the Kings.
De Los Muertos night at Staples
Yes.
Center. So we
They're also
obviously, so we have the game on mute, obviously, but like we don't know. Like we could easily be probably watching like the Spanish feed because Prime Ticket has the
Oh, yeah, I actually saw it available too.
yeah.
They had both of
Ooh.
them.
Was
So
out with a nice shot.
Yeah, that was all with a close
Crawford
shot.
wide. So
So, what
So-
did we talk? What did we start about? Did we start?
okay, so we've missed a lot in the last 2 weeks. There's a lot of big stories.
exactly, yeah.
We got the World Series that happened. We got some MLS soccer that's
We got the
happened.
NBA season started.
We got the NBA season taking some crazy.
Taking an interesting shape.
Yeah.
So, what do you want to start off with, guys?
Where should we go with first? World Series?
Let's start with the baseball.
All right, we
Let's
always go
go
baseball
Let's
first.
address the elephant in the room.
All right.
What a crazy World Series!
Exactly.
Yes.
I mean,
Kilo puts the Dodgers like graphics up in the background, and I'm just like, oh, we were all like, oh.
Don't remind us.
don't remind us. We should have been the one.
It should have been us.
We should be celebrating right now the World
In
Series.
an alternate reality, right now we're like all still like
Ooh.
super drunk off of like
And-
the celebration.
And can we just acknowledge absolutely zero sympathy for Houston losing
No.
a Game 7 at
No,
home
I-
by 4 runs?
I thoroughly enjoyed that.
I know.
I was like, oh, did that hurt?
Isn't it ironic?
Oh, so you don't like
is that-
losing by 4 runs?
Is that painful for you? Oh, that must be horrible.
Oh, that's terrible. You hate to see it, right?
How do you go through with that?
Yeah.
How do you live?
Well, how do
I
you
mean,
lose?
I could never.
I could never.
What
Oh.
a save by Crawford.
Yeah,
Oh,
so,
man.
and specifically the 4 runs, when I saw that,
Yeah.
I was like, all right.
Well, and then you too. The worst part of the best part about that, or the worst part for them, is they had the lead.
Which we never had. Yeah, we were out of it
The
from the
first
top
inning.
of the first.
At least we gave up early. It's like,
At least
we didn't give our fans hope in game
Yeah,
7.
we
It's
just
like,
didn't show up. We just
Zach Greinke looked dominant the first 6 innings of Game 6.
also, yeah, a surprising Dave Roberts-esque move in the taking a picture early and now being scrutinized. That whole
Oh.
And not you bringing Garrett
They're-
Cole in the game.
Oh,
where-
Cole was in the bullpen?
In the
I
bullpen.
didn't know about that.
Wow.
Yeah, Garrico was in the bullpen for Game 7. He
Yeah, because usually everyone's available.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cole to the Dodgers confirmed.
no.
Wow, that'd be nice.
I don't know.
We
I
never have
wanted-
enough arms.
I'd appreciate
He
it.
should have brought in. I mean, I understand why he took out Greinke, even though he's dominant. Because
And didn't he had a low amount of pitches?
yeah, he had a low amount of pitches, but hasn't pitched more than 5 innings in any playoff series this year.
That first home run
Wait,
scared
so
him.
was that... So the runs that Washington scored, was Osuna the one pitching?
No, it was
Well,
no, it was,
Greinke gave up a solo shot to Rendon.
He gave a single.
Okay, I know
and then
about
he
that.
gave up a single.
Then
Then
he
they
brought
pulled
in-
him,
then he brought
and they
in
brought in
pitcher.
Osuna.
No, it was not Osuna. It was blah blah.
I thought it was Osuna.
No, it was not Osuna. It was a game. It was one of the relief pitchers from them to get 3-2, and then Osuna blew it up even more.
Yeah, so then they brought in run on first, and then they gave up the home run to Kendrick, which
Yeah.
put the
How
Nationals
would
up
that-
3-2.
Howie Kendrick just sticking it to, like, not
Yeah, he
just
showed
us,
up.
but Anaheim, like, so...
It was
No
Will
trade me?
Harris.
Will Harris.
Will Harris came in the game.
Oh, Will Harris? Okay, all right.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden they're down 3-2, and they decide bullpen decide I quit.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
back to the Howie Kendrick though.
Yeah.
The first, I'd say, 4 games of the Dodgers National Series, I was like, that's our man on the inside. He kept messing up plays at first, and he was just like committing errors, and I'm like, that's our boy,
Like Howie.
helping the Dodgers.
My man.
They-
My man.
Still bleeding blue, bro.
Look him out.
And then Game 5 happened, and how he hit that slam against us, I was like, wow, he showed up for that big game. And then in the CS, he ends up winning the MVP.
Yeah,
And then the World Series,
he should have won. He could have won it.
but I mean, he showed up big, is my point. Like, he was still in the World Series. Howie Kendrick went to another level, and
you know what?
I mean, that's good because
I'm happy for him.
I'm happy for him.
and he made his career go a little longer because he's a free agent this year. So that means
Yeah, he's
someone's
more than
going to
li-
sign him.
For sure. I mean, honestly, all the way around, solid. There's a couple guys that made it easier to root for the Nationals
Oh, yeah.
in general. Like,
My boy Sean Doolittle.
Well,
Doolittle,
as Ray said, in our
who
group-
actually does look like Seth Rogen.
yeah, as Ray said in our group chat, it was one of the few teams that you're actually happy for when they won the
Yeah.
World Series.
Yeah.
I mean, you have 4 former Dodgers.
And it's rare that a team that eliminates your team you'll continue to root for.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah, like
usually
I-
I'm always like, nah, I'm not rooting for none of those
Like in
teams.
Game 5, I was just like, after the Grand Slam, I'm like, yeah, we're not coming back from this one.
But
Like, on the bright side, I ain't got to stress out about going to an NLCS game. Like, I'll see some little kid in the Cardinals gear and just
yeah,
say
like,
every evil thing in the book.
there's no way I'm gonna root for the Cardinals. And then in the World Series, it's either gonna be the Yankees or the Astros, and are not gonna root for either of those two.
Yeah, it was just like I like tweeted out like shortly after the Nationals beat us. I'm like, all right, Washington. So you guys kind of have to win it all because nobody else in
There's
America
no other good
outside of
op-
New
yeah.
York, Houston, or St. Louis wants to see those.
we have
teams
no
win.
other options rooting wise. Like
You are
it's
the
you or
literal
nothing.
last line of defense.
I know.
And like, also the big storyline we're forgetting: Bryce Harper.
Oh yeah, Bryce Harper. How
The hilarity in Bryce
Let's
Harper.
get to Bryce Harper. Let's talk about it.
The hilarity of Bryce Harper always being, synonymous with the Nationals,
Yeah.
and the year he
If-
leaves, they win a World
If
Series.
that is not this is legitimately the greatest FU in baseball history. It's like, all right, Bryce, you want to go ahead and sign $330 million? No opt-outs in Philadelphia in a division rival? Cool. It's cool. So
Here's
it
sweet
starts,
karma.
He said, "I'm bringing a championship to Philadelphia."
That's right. He actually said that like during his
Yeah, he
interview with the
slipped,
Phillies.
right?
Like, yeah,
He
we're
said
gonna
to bring him to
champions-
Washington. I was like, wow.
He sure did.
The prophecy was true.
But anyway, back
Bryce
to
Stradamus confirmed
back to
that.
Washington.
Wow. Raising
It's-
shambles right
it's
now.
funny though that there's 4 former Dodgers. I actually no hatred for those Dodgers who've won.
Okay, who are the 4? Dozier, Kendrick,
Dozier, Kendrick,
Hudson.
Daniel Hudson,
Hudson.
and Javi Garrett.
Oh, I forgot
Javi
about
Guerra,
Javi.
ladies and gentlemen.
I forgot Javi was a thing. I'm not gonna lie.
I forgot Javi was on that team until
Yeah.
Ray mentioned it.
He
I
came
was
in.
like,
He came in
what?
relief in Game 2 of the World Series.
Yeah.
And I just looked up and I'm like, as in
that
like
Javi?
our Javi Garrett, like former closer. Javi
Yeah.
Garrett? And that's when we're like, if you're a hardcore Dodger fan, you remember Javi Guerra like during like the McCourt bankrupt
Yeah.
years. He was kind of the de facto guy just before, right around Brandon League and Kenley Jansen kind of.
How can we forget about Brandon Lee?
Oh,
I felt that he was
Booster's
such a,
favorite.
to me, he was a cool guy. I mean, he had his moments where obviously he just could not get it done, but
yeah. That's why we only stayed for the closer for like 2 years.
I really felt bad for the guy.
I mean, he had that cool baseball swag.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had that whole Hawaiian thing
So-
going on, rocking that.
Baseball season's finally over.
So only like 145 days to
117, yeah.
to opening day. So
I mean, the Dodgers have a lot of decisions to make back to the Dodgers or what they're going to do.
Bolster the pitching staff, add some help
Well,
in the bullpen.
I don't know if they're going to bolster the starting pitching staff. I don't know if they want to.
I mean, that's what it
we have
sounds
good
like the
pitching,
rumors
but
are.
I
like-
mean, the biggest rumor now, it's interesting, Francisco Lindor?
I had been seeing the Rendon rumors.
Lindor rumors. I mean, that's interesting, the Dodgers going after Lindor. I mean, who would you have to give up? Gavin Lux?
And you
for
know
Corey
like
Seager,
you know a lot of
couple
these
pitching prospects.
teams, like, you know, if Cleveland were to make a transaction with us where they were to bring in Lindor, like give us Lindor, you know they're going to ask for a king's ransom.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're probably going to want Gavin Lux, probably one of our top pitching prospects in May Goslin, and probably Ruiz. And I'm not willing to give that up.
Yeah, I mean, either way, they're probably gonna ask for an arm and a leg regardless. But like we go I don't know how many times we've discussed this on the podcast. Your whole prospects and hoarding prospects and
Yeah.
Prospects over parades.
Something's got to give at some
eventually.
point, you
Yeah,
know.
exactly.
I know.
But there have been, there have been times where Friedman and the front office, if Ray was here, he would just go off right now.
He'd be like triggered.
Like, Friedman! No, there's been times where Andrew Friedman has finessed other teams where it's like,
I think the
I'm
Dodgers.
gonna give you these prospects, right?
I mean,
You gonna give me insert big player here?
think about it.
I mean, they'll be fine.
Think about the two big
We'll be
trades.
good.
Think about the three big trades they've made so far. Maybe one of the big trades they've made, they've only lost significant talent. Because if you look at let's go with the first trade that Freeman made in 2017 to get Yu Darvish.
Yeah.
Oh, Willie Calhoun.
Willie Calhoun, a fringe
Calhoun is
a fringe fourth outfield DH player.
And
So-
he never really.
like he's up with the major leagues. He's up with the Rangers. He's kind of like, you know,
Yeah.
like an on and off again guy
Yeah,
for
he's a-
them. He's not.
he's a
Is
really-
he like a
DH.
bubble player right
He's
now?
a fourth outfielder DH player,
yeah,
which the Dodgers have plenty of those.
yeah.
So no loss there.
Kings on the power play, by the way.
Yeah,
folks.
Kopitar to Iafallo.
About $1.25 on the power play.
Um,
But yeah, getting back to
and then the two other prospects we gave up, I can't remember who. They've done nothing for their team. So basically, we got Yu Darvish.
we
for free.
sacrificed Brevik Valera for Manny Machado.
Exactly, and then Machado. I mean,
Well, Manny's got his money in San Diego.
Diaz is doing
He's
okay.
got October's off, and he's got a baller.
But we
What's
really-
up, Kevry? We got the chat working now, guys.
there we go.
We're having some technical difficulties. Thank God our wonderful producer Kilo fixed it.
Yeah.
That wonderful tech
Yeah, but
support.
Kilo is
I don't know how she does it.
She is the absolute MVP of every.
She's
podcast
the true
on
star of the Hooligan Sports podcast.
And then we have who else?
We're
have?
gonna get her to break character one of these days and come on camera for something.
We're
I
gonna
think
have-
we should bring her right now.
I think we should
guys.
have a producer mic.
I think we have an open mic.
I think we should
Yeah,
put the
but
producer's
no,
mic.
Kilo, come on, join
I
us.
feel like just real quick.
She's like, I don't want to.
She doesn't want to come up here, but
Yeah.
we tried.
So yeah, I don't think any of the Freeman has done a lot of scamming. I think there's only one trade that the Freeman got scam on was for Yordan Alvarez when we only got Josh Fields for him. That was our probably
Oh,
his
that's
only.
right.
I forgot about that.
That was his bad trade so far.
The fact that Bustos remembered a bad Friedman trade.
Well, you gotta understand there's some good and bad Freeman trades.
2-on-1, boys.
Oh, good play by Dow. Good play by Kopitar right there.
Yeah,
Yeah, there's a lot of.
Selkie smooth.
yeah. As usual, the Kings fail to convert on the power play.
Can we talk about? I know we're talking about baseball right now, but
Ooh,
real
pardon.
quick, how horrible the Kings penalty kill is this year.
Oh yeah, it's bad.
Like, it was bad last year. This year, like,
I mean,
the game against
I
Vancouver.
was on the way here, so I was kind of following the game like via like updates on like Twitter. Like I had a friend who's actually at the game who she kept DMing me about what's going on.
It was going
and-
down in the DM.
Yeah, but like for updates on the game, not
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 anything.
the spicy ones.
Not the DMs that we like to hear about.
yeah.
Exactly. We're supposed to teach you about those one of those days.
Bustos, let's go live to Bustos DMs right now. It's just like a pop up. But so yeah, the Kings PK
But you remember.
garbage.
We remember
Yeah.
though. What you
Basura.
remember? Last year we got our top 5 pick.
Yes.
This year we're trying to go for another.
Don't remind me
I think,
how
we're,
upset I was about that.
I think we're going for another top 5. Top
It's like second worst record in the league.
Was
Number
it-
5 in the draft.
Yeah, exactly. Like, what?
Ah!
The amount of hype all year. I remember all year long last year telling you guys don't worry, guys. When we get Kako, it's gonna be worth it. Like you guys are hating life now.
Crap over Kako.
As soon as we get Hughes, you guys are gonna be so glad we suffered this season, and we suffered for nothing. And we're just, I mean, don't get me wrong.
We got Alex Turcotte.
Turcotte's still awesome, but what we had been anticipating that whole season, it'll be worth it. It'll be worth it.
And now we're back to the same situation again.
Exactly. This year's the same thing. Like,
but you know, we had a really great draft. Seriously, this is where Ray would thrive right here.
Yeah, great draft. I mean,
definitely agree that we have
the defenseman we drafted in 4 games.
I didn't realize the Think Blue Films saying, "Wow, Ray got hella black." I didn't see it at first.
Ray took a decent tan and.
Ray's been at the beach all week.
He got deep fried.
He just got extra crispy, but he's here. Yeah. He's out of the jail from Mexico.
In spirit.
In spirit. That's the asterisk. Right. In spirit.
Yeah.
But yeah, guys.
Well, I guess we gotta prepare ourselves for another long season of Kings hockey.
And like honestly,
like if there's anybody here like expecting the Kings to like turn it around from last year,
you gotta bring those hopes way
calm down.
Lower those expectations.
Yeah.
This ain't it, Chief.
Well, why don't we just play the young guys? Why don't we just?
Well, see, this is the thing, and this is the thing. They're in this weird spot right now where. Guaranteed, the roster they have right now is not going to be the same roster at the end of the season. Because a lot of these vets, I feel like, are going to get moved. If they continue losing and not playing, I honestly don't want to hear it. But Kempe, Carter, Toffoli.
Coach Foley got scratched for the first time.
Yeah, healthy scratched. And Lewis, add him to the mix. All these guys, they've been around on the team for a little bit. But if they're not pulling their weight, a young guy is going to take their spot. And the Kings are going to get picks for these guys, so it's going to be interesting to see what happens or what's going to be the breaking point for that.
Why not? You call up Carl Grunstrom and he has 2 assists.
Yo, Grunstrom's my boy. I was saying this last year. Yeah. I'm sticking by it this year. When I was at the game the other day, I was telling my dad, I was like, 38. Yeah, watch him. He's going to be good. Like he's got that power forward mix.
In 2 games, he has 2 assists, 2 points.
And then when they had sent him down to Ontario, he had like
9
points in 4 games. Including 5 goals and 4 assists, something crazy. It's just like.
Speaking of Ontario, they're having a little bit of trouble against Bakersfield again, second night in a row.
But
their game is in progress.
Overall, they're playing well.
Overall, this season, though,
they've been playing really well.
And we can also add Gabe Velarde, aka Babe Velarde, is skating again and is expected to eventually. The plan is to join the Reign, which we thought he was never even. We thought he was maybe done for.
His career's done. Oh!
But if we can get some Gabe Velarde back into the mix as far as future Kings go,
I mean,
get him an Iron Man suit or a War Machine exoskeleton.
But don't they have too many centermans now?
I mean, but let the best ones, rise to the top.
Would you consider moving Kopitar when all these centermen come?
Not yet, but if guys start developing, and who knows, if Kopi starts declining, like this is obviously right now Kopi in his prime.
Yeah. Kopi's still averaging a point per game.
And this is his prime years. Like Kopi's only gonna go. Like level and then go down from here. Like, but let's be real.
But do you take Kopi out of the center position soon? Because look, you have your JAD.
I'd move Carter obviously before.
Well, Carter's already off the center position. He's back at the wings with Lazat.
Okay.
I mean,
yeah.
It's always whenever we're watching the game, there's always like that awkward pause, like when there's a shot from the point, everyone's like holding their breath, like, oh no, God. All right, what were we talking about?
Well, I'm saying, exactly. You say about Carter taking Carter off the center, and they've been doing that already.
I mean, yeah, for sure. Like, but I'm talking about taking Carter off the roster.
Oh, do you Mike Richards him?
Like, I don't know.
Like, how do we make him go?
Well, it's Mike Richards.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a Mike Richards him. You don't have any trade value, so you have to either buy him out, and then or hope and send him something.
Yeah, like. You're in a weird spot, and maybe he has value at the deadline. Maybe somebody's trying to add a slow center.
Slow centerman who's
formerly elite to a
who makes way too much money.
Try to like sucker some other team and just show them highlights of Carter from 2012.
You're like, when we got Carter at the deadline, he propelled us to a Stanley Cup.
Exactly.
The same can happen for you.
Maybe convince Vegas that he's fool's gold.
Right. That's actually hilarious.
No, I'd rather. I do not want to see him go in the division.
I mean,
yeah, but that's the thing. Like, you still think he has
I'm
something in the tank?
Like, let's say per se, like we trade him to like Vegas, and all of a sudden he just decides
he goes back into God
mode.
mode.
He gets his group back, and it's like, really? No.
I don't mind it. We're not competing. Why?
How Carter got his groove
But no,
back.
I don't want him in
But if it
with those DJs
pushes,
from Clark County. No.
yeah, like if he propels the Knights to a Stanley Cup, you're not going to be a little bit like
If
the
he gets like a
Knights.
third or second
I'm gonna
round
be
pick.
mad. No.
At that point, if they win the cup, that's
go
in
to
the-
an Eastern Conference team.
And that's a lower pick. The better they do.
Well, no, you get, but you probably get like a third or second round pick eventually. Ooh, apparently Kings are
We
going to
got
go into
a-
Yo,
power
can
play.
we talk about the Yotes beating the Abs
Yes.
3-0?
Darcy Kemper, former Kings legend, with a
Yeah.
17th career shutout.
So
In the Kings goalie school?
Yeah.
Swear to God, they were just pumping out any backup,
Well-
making look elite the last like 5 years.
I know.
But you know what? He was in a
But that was a-
he was in a tough situation with the Kings, so there was no way we were going to be able
but our
to keep him,
defensemen,
so.
not no
I'm
more.
just thinking in general, like how many backup goalies
We
did the
had-
Kings make
I
look?
think that was a lot of our defense because we
Right.
had
And
pretty
Bill
solid-
Ranford.
Yeah, we had a solid defenseman group of Martinez,
Muzzin, Dowdy.
Dowdy.
Ollie Mata with the hooking penalty.
Who else do we have with that? Green, Mitchell. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we had definitely a solid, and we played a defensive style of hockey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There
Oh,
we go.
oh.
Psych. Nope.
Nice. Toffoli, we have Hooker. Who's
Kings are 0 for 3 on the power play tonight with 7 shots. So
Who do
at
we
least
have
they're-
in
At
the-
least
who-
they're taking shots.
Who do you have in this power play? Look like we have
UCLA's up 24 to 14
14.
against Colorado in
Yeah.
the fourth quarter.
I
Can
am-
the Bruins go full Bruin?
No,
and
they
blow
won't.
us?
They have the
They
ball.
could.
They have the ball right now, so they're not going to do that.
But
I'm not watching it.
it could happen.
For once, I'm actually not watching the game.
He's definitely watching it on his laptop.
I have it on. I
That
have
was legitness.
I have it on. I have it on GameCast now, but I'm not actually watching the game.
He's
And
totally
what are
peeking
people
it.
watching right now? The fight or people
Yeah,
watching
what do you wanna
hockey?
watch?
Yeah.
What you watching? Hockey, fight, us.
We were watching hockey. I didn't know there was a fight until
Yeah,
like
that's a bit-
DJ
there's
mentioned
two
in the
big
group
fights.
time. Like,
I was
there's
like,
no
what?
fighting tonight?
Here's a question: why does UFC and boxing never get it right?
Why are they going head to head?
Yeah, why do you always
Like
go
that
head
is
to head?
not a good idea.
I was surprised because I thought the Canelo fight was like next week, and then today I saw they were both,
Yeah,
tonight. And I was like, wow, they're just going head to head against
Why
each
did
other.
it? Why did they both fight? Why did they both compete with each other?
Because
Is
they're
it-
competing with each other.
Why is
One's
it-
trying
Wait,
to beat each other.
where is the Canelo fight?
The Canelo fight's in
Vegas.
MGM.
Yeah.
Oh wow, that's gonna be chaotic because you have
Yeah.
the Canelo fight at MGM Grand, and then right across the street you have the
Yes.
DJs from Clark County taking on Winnipeg.
No one cares about that in Vegas. right
Are
now.
they? It's tonight.
No, it's a home. No, Vegas has got a home game tonight.
Yeah, it's probably gonna be
It's
wild
lit on the
tonight.
strip over there, man.
Not really. It's not that lit when.
It's going down in paradise.
Well, who's playing?
When there's a boxing match, it is though.
No, but when there's a hockey match, it's not that crazy. Who's
But,
who's
like-
playing? Who's Vegas playing?
Winnipeg.
Winnipeg.
Okay, so
You know
there's
how
a-
many
there's
Canadians
a
are
lot
going
of
to
Canadians out there
vacation?
right now?
Exactly.
Because there was a lot when
Yeah.
I was there a couple weeks ago.
Manitoba's finest right now, all over the strip.
When I was there for Calgary, there was a lot of Calgary fans down there.
Yeah, because everybody uses
Yeah,
if you-
because
especially on a
Vegas.
Saturday. Yeah, Saturday night in
Yeah.
Vegas. Every tour that we said that before the Knights. Me and you had said that even before the Knights were
Yeah.
established as the team. We're like,
the
any team.
The NHL is determined. Like, all right,
Yeah.
we are not having Kings Golden
Well,
Knights. on
We're like
Saturday.
whoever. Yeah, Saturday night at home in Vegas, whatever the road team is, that fan base is looking at that schedule with Birdman right there, just like.
Exactly.
It's usually like that for the NFL season when your
Yeah.
team go to the Raiders.
Yeah,
go
for sure,
to-
because
On
they
a
know
Sunday,
the game's
like
on
Saturday
Sunday.
night? Oh.
Everyone's coming in
Oh,
Friday night.
Oh, did you
Oh,
score that?
it did not go in.
Did I hit
It
the
did not go
post?
in. Off the post.
I didn't even see it.
34 seconds left in the power
That looked
play.
like he hit, that was a good shot on goal. I thought he made it.
Oh, man.
Yeah, dude. But the Raiders in Vegas,
Yeah.
those weekends, those eight weekends,
That ruins my sports weekends and October,
those Raider
November.
weekends are gonna be starting on Fridays,
Saturday, Sunday,
ending on Monday.
I know.
Yikes.
I mean,
Come on,
shorthanded? No. I mean, how are the Kings this bad again in the power play?
Well, it was expected.
no,
And the fact is, also, everybody always likes to blame the coaches. At what point is it the players' fault? Like we've had
Yeah.
4 coaches, and
Yeah.
nobody.
Like,
could-
we all thought it was all Jamie Compound's fault. Like,
Yeah.
back in the days, it's like, no, they just suck.
It
and
was
then
all
like
Daryl Sutter.
they bring in whoever. Yeah,
They just don't know how to.
John
they,
Stevens, he's having whoever they bring in, they can't figure it out. At what point is it the players? You know what I mean? Like everyone likes to point fingers at every
when is
coach.
it time to blow up the team?
That's a
Right.
good if you get more value early on, and you know you're not going to compete.
Oh.
Take that value and just throw a young guy in
I
there.
know.
Right.
Like
Okay.
if that's the difference between a third and a second
I like
rounder
Saved
is
by Soupy.
when we trade him.
And here comes Eric Gagne out of the bullpen right now.
Alex DeBrincat with a nice little shot on goal on Campbell.
I follow. Oh, hit the
Oh,
crossbar.
I followed hit the crossbar.
Yeah, I hit the crossbar.
Look at
Cropper thought
yeah,
had
he
it,
reacted
was
like it was a goal.
it's a goal?
Oh, yeah.
No, it didn't.
Yeah,
it go
Brownie. Brownie had a shot at that.
He was expecting goal horn and red light of doom.
Right? Yeah, he gave
Remember
up
the
on that.
last time we had a live broadcast and we saw Christian like twice at the game?
I was telling him. I saw him the other
Yeah,
day at the game,
so
and I was like,
last
dude,
episode, yeah.
we were like, Christian's there. Like, we're going to see him. Sure enough, there was a goal like a minute later. And then the
Kopitar's
close-up.
third goal against Calgary.
Close-up
yeah.
on Christian, like.
Yeah.
we were like, no!
I know.
Yeah, no, like I
Thanks for telling us
And-
about that.
well, no, like I sort of implied it in the group chat. I'm like, hey, I'm unable to make it tonight. And I'm like, well, I guess you guys are like, well, he's probably going to the game.
I mean, honestly, you were in prime real estate. All I wish, like, I don't care you went to the game. All I wish is you would have got that message for Christian in the intermission report.
Oh yeah, I didn't see it until
Which
afterwards.
we- yeah,
I'm
we
like,
went-
I would have done it.
Where was your hooligan gear? Come on.
Next game, we're gonna get
I'm
that
actually gonna rock
SMD
this.
shirt,
I'm rocking this shirt on in one of the intermissions.
and we'll repost that.
Yeah.
It's gonna happen. It has to happen.
Yeah, guys, repost your pictures of you guys at the Kings game with your shirts.
Show us your hooligan gear. We
Right.
appreciate it.
If
please.
anybody gets
or,
behind,
or baseball.
yeah, if anybody gets behind Jared Stowe and Patrick O'Neill in the intermission report wearing hooligan
Support
gear,
your local
we will give you
hooligans.
we'll hook it up. That's all I'm gonna say.
We'll give you.
we
a
will
look
hook it up.
on some gear.
Yeah, tag yourself.
Yeah, send it to us if we don't see it.
Got
And
about
we will
30
hook it up.
seconds left to go in the second period, McFlurry minute. As usual, we probably will not score.
That was probably when the
Oh, they got a tripping. No, they're
No
not going to call
tripping?
that. They're not going to call that.
No tripping?
Don't they know
Like
there's
right
ice?
in front.
there's
Like-
ice
like
cream on
there's
the
gotta
line.
There's got to be a makeup call,
That was
right?
probably one of the slowest second periods I've seen in a while.
Don't the refs know it's the McFlurry minute?
How many
To be fair,
McFlurries
we
have
never
we given
scored
out
before.
the last couple of years?
We got a McFlurry minute goal earlier this year in the
Not
preseason.
a non-sympathy one?
Yeah.
Because sometimes they're
We
like
haven't gotten a pin McFlurry yet.
the pity McFlurry. Usually that's the fan appreciation, and they're trying to
Right.
get rid of all the coupons.
Exactly. Into the second period, still
So,
2-2. So,
Okay, we're at intermission 2-2. Let's talk about another thing right now since we're at intermission.
yeah.
We could talk about. Let's talk about this basketball season.
All right.
So
This is where I'm kind of like,
We can't start a basketball segment without our Kawhi NBA thing. And the fact they made the song so long. They went for the full intro.
it's the greatest intro ever, though.
It really is. It really is.
Kev Reese, you can fall asleep for 15 minutes, Kev.
Bear with us, Kev.
Kev, will bear with us.
oh my God.
We'll go,
Look at everybody's already making their way back there.
Yeah.
Right.
So Christian, that's where we want you to sit.
Yeah, I know exactly.
We have your spots.
I know
If you
exactly
can
where that's
stand up on
located.
that merch counter in the background,
Yeah.
if you could
And
just
then
jump
like,
up there.
have some red coat just like
Right here, this girl, this red coat right here in the corner,
right.
she'd be all over you.
Yeah. Maybe you can start making some moves on that
I'm
red
trying to
coat.
think like there's people in the background and I'm trying to think maybe I might know them.
Right? I always think that's you. This guy at the.
Look at this tall guy right
Yeah, I
there.
know he's way taking
Right.
up the whole area. Back
Okay,
here.
so
Wait, what are we? Okay, basketball. Before we get distracted by all these
Yeah.
people
So
over here.
like this is
So,
sort of where I like lack. but I'm gonna give
game
it a
one,
shot.
the most hyped game we haven't been for 2 weeks. The most hyped game of the season.
Yeah, the season opener.
Lakers Clippers. The Clippers.
And
were,
it did not disappoint though. It was such a good game.
It was a good game.
Designated Clipper home game.
It was like
Clippers, right?
They had the court and everything.
They had their court up, but not their fans.
LA natives. Like, what section is that? What section is? It's by the.
Oh, where they do the
Yeah.
intermission report? All right, it's over by the
Old
merch stand.
StubHub, the old StubHub area.
Yeah.
No, not on that side.
Yeah, no, it used
Opposite
to be.
side.
No,
It's,
it,
where
no,
the
it used to be.
It's where
It's
the
adjacent to the
fan-
Figaro and 12th Street entrance.
Yeah, but it used to be where the
Yeah.
old StubHub center, StubHub thing, right? Was.
No, that was on the other
I
side.
think that was the opposite.
No, I think that was that side. I'm pretty sure.
No, it's the opposite side. I know.
Opposite side.
Okay, whatever.
It's right next to where the Little Bird
Yes.
concession stand
Yeah.
is at.
Yes.
Okay.
Christian knows. This is.
Yeah.
We forgot he lives underneath Staples Center in the boiler room.
Yeah.
He's
got-
actually going to the game right after this.
He escaped for Halloween. Bailey scared him too many times for Halloween.
He was able to escape for a little bit before he returns back down
Yeah.
the tunnel.
Bailey, the Cubs fan.
Wait, what?
Rico, the Expos fan. Bailey, the Expos fan. Yes, what
He was apparently trolling the National
Yeah.
or Montreal. It's like that's not gonna happen.
Rico's.
With the
Hey
Expos?
Rico, how you guys doing?
I can't read it, Bustos. Your
Bustos,
giant
you're
chairs in the
blocking-
way.
You're blocking it.
Got kidnapped.
Are you, Rico, are you in Mexico with Tommy and Ray? Because this Mexican jail is filling up fast. Like, crazy fast.
Rico and the missus got kidnapped and they're at the Canelo fight probably.
Got locked up with Tommy.
Actually, Rico big leagued me the other day, guys.
What?
Yep. We were at the game and walked right by me, and I was like, Rick, and he just walked by me. And he had his nephew with him. Good luck. Good thing Cynthia, his wife, saw me. She did not big league me. She gave me a hug. She said hi. We caught up. It's like, what's up with Rico over here? Why did he just like walk right by?
How could you?
Totally just big leagued me, and I was like, all right, Rico. Well, I guess.
Oh my God.
Okay.
We're LA Kings means brothers.
So
man.
Ryan.
Yeah, I was
what are
like,
you doing?
Rico. I thought we were like
Right?
this, Rico. You just
Right?
big leagued me in front of
Invited you
everyone.
on the podcast,
so-
man.
In front of the concessions people, they're like, do you know that guy? Why would he disrespect you like that? And I was just like, I thought I knew him. But
Okay.
yeah.
No, he's just somebody.
So we'll get
And he was with the Iron Spider.
We'll get back to the Kings hooligan drama later.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's too much hooligan drama always.
Yeah.
We're a soap opera within ourselves.
Yeah. Let's
Right.
talk about the
No,
Lakers.
back to basketball.
Okay,
So-
back to basketball. Kawhi Leonard.
The shooty hoops.
Kawhi Leonard was awesome that game.
The shirt.
He killed us.
Yeah,
Lou
he's been
Williams
good.
killed
Yeah,
us.
he's been pretty
That was
solid
a
all
good-
year.
That was a good game for the first 3 quarters, and then the pesky Clippers
Pulled it out.
pulled it out.
Patrick
Beverly.
Beverly.
As
Yeah.
Ray
Those
hates
guys.
Patrick Beverly. If he was here, he was like, I hate him. He literally was complaining to us how
About
Patrick Beverly.
With Ray, clearly Patrick Beverly is the enemy of the podcast.
Yeah.
definitely, yeah. Enemy of the podcast.
Hey, if you didn't have a Patrick Beverly on your team, I would take him every single time.
They got a mariachi band on the City View Terrace. Oh.
Yeah.
Imagine
So-
we see like Rico and Ray and Tommy all back there
Right.
in the background.
Yeah.
Tommy
And
just like
Christian's here.
just shamelessly promoting his Modelo.
Yeah.
Right.
So, you know,
Nasty boys.
hey, give props to the Clippers.
It's been a
They
minute
play their
since we had
best.
Nasty
They
Boys.
look really good at the Clippers, and they're doing this without Paul George,
Yeah.
which is scary. Yes, they have 2 losses.
Oh, okay, yeah. That is
Yes,
also
they-
something that.
Yes, they have 2 losses, but one of those losses are without Kawhi. They're starting to load man.
Yeah, I
Kawhi.
saw that he didn't play in one of them.
Yeah.
But like you
who-
said, the fact that there's no Paul George is a little concerning for Lakers fans because they're not even in their final form yet.
No.
Right?
This is
between
not
the
my
Clip-
final form.
But guess who's in first place though?
Lakers.
The Lakers.
4-1.
Los Angeles Lakers.
What a comeback last
And
night.
last night
Was a great comeback.
it was a great game for sure. Like
First game we have Kuz back, which is
Okay.
going to be a big help for this
yeah,
bench.
and they were down by
15 or 16.
in the third.
Third.
Yeah, they
Oh, wow.
managed to come back, including a last-second game-tying three-pointer
By Danny Green.
by Danny Green.
Tommy's Danny Green.
and then overtime they
Tommy's
just
definitely got a shrine of like Danny Green, Kyle Kuzma,
Yeah.
Braun.
No,
he's got
like,
a type.
He likes a North Carolina guy, so he's.
That's his whole.
That's his
That's
whole-
the only reason he'll root for
Plot
them.
twist:
Yeah.
Tommy's a huge fan of Alex Caruso. Go.
Yo, Caruso's the boy.
Rico, we'll get to that in 1 second. Yes. And Rico, I'll get to that 1 second. And I went to a Laker game this week.
Yeah, thanks for the invite.
Yeah,
Well,
thanks for the invite, Bustos.
It was a last minute thing.
Obviously, too last minute for
Literally,
us to get an invite.
right?
Well, it was me and my dad, so
Wow. And
unfortunately
you couldn't buy 6 more tickets?
No, I could
Right?
not.
You just
Of course.
you didn't want to be associated with us poors.
No,
Right?
well, my dad couldn't make it because he just got back from out of town for a couple of weeks.
In Italy.
Yeah, in Italy.
But
DJ was the backup option.
dang, I was right there on the bench ready to tear away my pants.
Oh.
Never got the call.
Christian, you were way down the bottom of the list. Don't worry.
Wow.
Well, to be fair, I'm not really much of a basketball fan, but like I'm not like where Tommy like hates the Lakers.
Yeah, like, I'll
I'm
still
just,
go to a game.
I'll go to a game. Like I'll cheer for the Lakers and Clippers. I
Yeah,
don't-
yeah. Like I'll
I got lucky though. I went to a game where AD went for 40 and 20.
yeah, you
in
went
third
to a
quarter.
crazy
Yeah.
game.
I mean, he
80s
was
third
dominant.
quarter.
Like it's gonna be a while before I'm able to go to a Lakers home game because like LeBron and like AD and all those guys. It's like
That's
I went
correct.
to like a game like the year before LeBron. I went to a couple games before like LeBron came to the Lakers, and I'm like, all right, maybe I might get into it. You know,
Yeah.
they're a young team on the rise. You know, this is really cool. Lakers get LeBron. Well, so much for going to like a game on a Tuesday night against like
yeah, good
like
luck for some
Orlando.
Yeah, exactly.
Like
It don't-
thanks, LeBron.
The Lakers,
It don't matter who it
the
is.
Lakers were the New Orleans Pelicans, and now they're the true back to the LA Lakers.
Back to the old Laker ways.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got the All-Star team. They're winning. Can we just talk about Anthony Davis and Dwight Howard?
They're defensively.
Number 1 and 2 in blocks in the league. Like,
Dwight Howard's a pleasant surprise.
if we get, like I was telling you, if we get Cousins back before the playoffs,
We'll be
it's a big team.
Yeah.
Well,
Big
you got to
team.
keep in mind Boogie Cousins legal issues.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Is that still a
It
thing?
hasn't been
still a
talked about.
thing.
It hasn't talked
That's
about
still
though.
a thing.
Is that
It's
still
still
a thing?
talked about though. It's not even been talked about lately.
Is he suspended or anything
No.
like that?
Okay.
Not yet.
Nothing has been done.
Probably when he gets closer to returning,
Yeah.
that'll pop back up, and they'll be like, "Psych."
And then, poor poor Golden State.
And honestly, cool. Okay, we'll get to Golden State in a minute. Back to the Cousins, though. Think about what a blessing it was,
I know.
him getting hurt when he did. Because
Yeah.
if he didn't get hurt,
No,
and then
Dwight
this
Howard.
legal thing happens, Howard's already gone.
Yeah.
The Lakers don't have Cousins. They don't have Howard.
Yeah.
It's a different team already.
Yeah.
With that happening. So the fact that Cousins got hurt when he did, we were able to get the backup plan before.
Trayvon, where the hell is everyone? In Mexican jail.
We're waiting for Trayvon and Rico to show up, and they
Trayvon
never
is
came.
clearly in a break room at the arena.
Yeah.
I'm surprised he has not won a Royal Rewards thingy for like.
Oh, when you nominate someone?
Yeah.
Dude, I'm gonna flood the ballot box for Trayvon.
Exactly.
I'm never-
Trayvon, it's
I'm
you're
never-
due. You're due for like one of the employees of the month at Staples Center for
Bro.
Kings hockey.
We're gonna start a
You deserve
campaign.
it.
Don't they give him like a jersey? What do they give him?
I don't know. They'll give him some cool stuff probably.
So anyway, yeah.
Let's push
without
for
A Schecter guitar and a
without
Alexa or
Boogie
something.
getting
a
hurt,
$50 gas card.
like you said, without Boogie getting hurt, Dwight Howard is not a Laker. And tells you defensively they're good. That's going to be a calling card for their team. This Laker team is defensive. LeBron, AD.
Ryan Armenta said, as one of the only Clipper fans, it's the most Clipper thing ever to beat a great team like the Lakers, give their fans confidence, and then lose to trash teams.
That's true.
Booker's
man.
a beast, but goddamn.
Well, here, Phoenix is
Yeah,
very.
Devin.
I've watched a couple
Profanity.
Phoenix games so far. They're a team to watch.
Watch
They're
your
very young and
profanity.
very.
That's your
sleeper
first
team.
strike, Ryan. Two more and you gotta wear the mask.
They're very. hey, they're very.
I'm giving strikes to the chat room now.
Phoenix is very underrated. Okay, don't be that mad about Phoenix. The West goes about 11 deep this year.
Yeah. Okay, the West is so much more stacked than the East. It's not even funny. Like,
Yeah.
it's crazy. But I mean,
It's really funny watching the Eastern Conference and like the NBA where you have a team that's like maybe 11 or 12 games under 500 and they're like the 6th seed in the
you're right.
playoffs.
They're still a
Like-
playoff team.
Like how?
Yeah.
Like
It
that
makes
should
no
not be
sense.
happening. You know,
No
like
sense.
I feel like if it was up to me, if I was commissioner, I'm like no,
You're
you
like,
need to have a better win-loss record.
you're like, you can choose 12 teams out west and 4 teams in the East, and those are the playoff teams.
No, you just pick the best record overalls.
What? You're just saying top 16 teams make the playoffs,
Yep.
no conferences?
No conferences.
Yeah, I'd go with that.
That'd be crazy.
They do something similar, I think, in the WNBA. As a matter of fact.
And-
like the WNBA finals, you had 2 teams from the Eastern Conference actually.
And the bottom teams, they get relegated to the WNBA. We're gonna do something like European soccer.
The D League, man.
I- hey,
The
we
D
talked-
League.
Leave the ladies
That'd be-
out of there, man.
that'd be
That's
fun,
messed up.
actually.
I'm just saying,
Yeah,
bro.
I
The
think-
Sparks can take the. I
You
don't
know
know
how
who's the
fun-
worst team in the NBA this year.
You know how fun that would
Orlando?
be to have to go down the league because you lost to them way back.
So I was reading
The
like,
D
why
League,
don't
right?
why don't they
Or
do
the
that
G
in
League,
like
whatever.
North American sports? Because in Europe,
it's all money.
exactly. Because in North America, you have to spend $300 million to buy a franchise, and nobody wants to buy this expensive franchise and then get sent down a league.
Yeah.
Like the Kings getting sent down to the AHL. Like no, the value of the Kings is too much for them to get sent down.
So how bad would the New York Rangers and the freaking
Like whoever, like yeah, who's
Good God.
like are the worst three? Like the Ottawa Senators would be in the AHL right now for sure.
yeah
No, the Sens will probably be in the ECHL.
ECHL. Like,
yeah, but it's still
the
like,
top AHL teams are coming up. Like what?
They
Imagine.
don't want that.
No, but I mean, it'd be interesting. I just want to see it off of the pure insanity of it, but it could never happen.
It makes just no tanking. That's what makes it better. But what would happen on the draft? Would it be a draft where everyone's just a free agent now?
That is true too, because that would ruin the draft.
Trayvon thought I was going to get the game. I'm like, nope, I was here.
Trayvon, yeah, that's not bad a good idea.
Trayvon's
It throws a lot of people off, and I'm not
in the
gonna
chat
play a
room
game on
from
a
the
Saturday.
toilet.
Yeah.
Oh, he's in the toilet.
He's in the bathroom right
He's
now.
on the porcelain throne.
Ryan said Utah's series is good. I thought they were going to be in a conference round until Kawhi, PG, and AD came to LA. Yeah, Utah's good,
They are good.
but the Lakers dominate them at that first home game defensively.
Actually, we did have that idea of having people call in video chatting with us and bring them in the screen and stuff like that. Something we still might do in the future. Maybe we can have like random guys call in and we can just pick up.
The days
calls.
that we were going to test it when I was not here,
Evolution.
we
of
just
the
never
Hooligan
did it.
Sports Podcast.
Yeah. Well, we had some some
We were talking
slight
about
technical issues,
Yeah, we were-
but
we were
the
talk-
technology is there.
Yeah, we talked about me when I was in Boston doing a live from video stream.
Yeah.
We tried it a little bit when I was in Cabo, and it was okay, but it didn't work out as good.
I think it was where you were also.
Yeah,
Like
well-
your signal strength wasn't.
Yeah,
the
my signal
best.
strength was not that good.
But if we had somebody else on Wi-Fi somewhere else, maybe
Yeah.
it would work.
Well, you remember I was in another country drunk, so I
In a hotel room.
in a hotel room.
In the middle of the night.
Yeah.
With no clothes on.
Hey, ladies.
We remember. Bustos wasn't wearing a shirt when he answered.
Strawberry
Boost-
daiquiris?
Virgin strawberry daiquiris and no clothes. We're like, Bustos, we'll call you back when it's a better time.
Out there wilding,
You having fun, Bustos?
living dangerously.
I just wanted to play that one. I'm not gonna lie. That one had no real context for this.
Okay, so we're done with basketball. It'd be
All right.
interesting to see. Let's talk more bad news.
Rico wants to know why he didn't get an invite to Cabo. Also, now that I'm thinking about it, we didn't get an invite either.
Right. Where was my invite?
Bustos, you got to start inviting us places. You're going to all these
I
cool
have a
like
lot of
Laker games, and
I've
you're
always-
always in Vegas
Now
and
you're-
Mexico.
because you're like a member of the PGA now, you think you're better than
certified
us?
PGA member now.
Yeah, and I'm gonna be going to Augusta and not taking any of you guys to the Masters.
Man.
Well, excuse me.
Wow,
you know?
Bustos, just like no
It's not-
sympathy,
oh, okay, it's fine. Not like I wanted to meet Shooter McGavin.
right?
Who's
Not like
Shooter
I wanted
McGavin?
to meet Happy Gilmore.
One of the greatest golfers of all
So
time.
let's talk more negatives.
There's a lot of negatives.
Let's talk about the
I
Galaxy.
mean, it's been a couple weeks. So
Okay,
yeah,
the
let's,
Galaxy. That was a big one. We were so hyped. The day before the game was the last episode, and we were like on our LA Galaxy.
well, no, all right. So we recorded the night before the match against Minnesota.
Yeah.
Was it?
Yeah, it was
oh,
that.
okay, yeah, yeah.
Minnesota. So
And
they
then
got the win-
Thursday, yeah,
so
yeah.
they got the win against Minnesota,
Yes.
2-1, on the road at Alliance Field. Nice venue, by the way, too.
Very nice.
And then it set up the huge match, the first El
Playoff.
Trafico in the playoffs, at least.
Which, dude, I've never been so nervous for a soccer game. Like, I usually like,
I was hyped.
dude, I was so hyped.
so hyped.
I was like playoff hockey hyped. I never get like that, but I was like, no, this is the playoffs. I was nervous all day.
You know what? Regardless of outcome, like it was really good to see like around the city, like people,
Yes.
like wearing their gear. You had people wearing like
That's
your-
what my whole
I-
point was. You
like,
can
even,
see
like-
the sport growing.
yeah.
I
in
Like,
that
how
sense.
I like
Like-
how ESPN had the camera on the watch party for that Galaxy game.
Oh yeah.
I was at that watch party.
Oh,
in
you're at
Carson.
the. Oh yeah.
It was pretty fun.
It looked fun.
It was great.
Lie. That
It was free. It was like
it was right there at the front, like in the entrance, right?
Yeah,
the
the
main
main
driveway.
entrance.
Yeah, the main driveway.
So what they did was you just brought your own seats. They also had chairs, first come first serve, but bring your
and
own.
then big video boards set up. For
Yeah, you
everyone?
had a couple big video boards. You had some food trucks out there. They had some contests where, if you signed up for stuff, you get a $10 food credit for the food and trucks,
Nice.
the food trucks and everything.
That's
So
pretty
it was-
good. That's. I mean, oh no, we were here. We're watching here. We were.
Oh, you guys
we
watched
were-
it? I was.
No. We were working. We were sending these bad boys out.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, I'm like, because in the group chat, I was like, hey.
Yeah, we were talking potentially doing a, what did Ray call it? A live's dream?
Live stream, yeah.
Dream though, like
Z
Zlatan?
stream,
Yeah.
Zlatan
Yeah.
stream.
Because I brought it up and was like, hey, we don't have to go live on YouTube, but just
Right.
just the guys,
So-
Just to watch it.
So
just to watch
Yeah,
it.
because originally I was like, nah, dude, Ray is gonna explode if we cannot handle a live stream against LAFC. It'd be like a playoff game versus the Golden Knights, and we're like, let's just throw him live in front of the camera and see how he reacts. Like, nah, dude,
Well,
he's gonna blow up.
It'd be hilarious.
It would be hilarious for sure. We would get
Yeah,
prime,
we have
prime
a, we, have
Ray.
a, we have a video clip of Ray from the last episode.
The Flames game? Yeah.
He's like, what is that? And I'm like,
What is that?
it was in the group chat. And I'm like, man, I'm gonna save that to my phone and use it for future references.
Yeah.
Yo, Trayvon said you're a beer can chicken drunk.
Yes,
I'm-
and the Bruins one. Just give Ray nachos. He'll be fine. Come on.
Baseball nachos specifically.
Okay, so let's talk about the game.
Yeah, let's get
Bad
I'll
start.
track.
That was a bad start for the Galaxy. I'm not for the Galaxy that game.
Well, it was
Bad start, but they came
It
back.
was back and forth until the first LAFC goal, and then the second goal that they had.
When they were up 2-0.
yeah.
That second goal should not have counted.
Yeah,
It
they were
was borderline.
it was
I'll admit
offside.
that. It was
he
borderline.
no,
But
Rodriguez was offside.
It was offside.
but the problem is there was not enough evidence to overturn that.
The point.
There was enough
But the
evidence,
point of
like,
the whole,
literally,
yeah.
what's the whole point of having
Exactly.
VAR if you're not gonna, you're not gonna.
They're not even gonna look at it more than
a minute.
or something like that. Like that's an important playoff game. Like I hate, like we were saying the other day, I hate complaining about the refs. I always feel like that's such a cheap out.
Yeah.
That's how we like never support like, oh, they would have won if it wasn't for the refs. That's usually like the cheap answer to like complaining about your team.
But like legit,
like that was like I feel like it should have gotten a closer look than what it did, because you take, I mean, that combined with I believe it was Alessandrini missing when Zlatan like set him up and
that was bad.
he missed like an open net. I was like, how much different does that
Right,
game play out?
I don't know, but to tell you the truth, there was no defense in that game. Both
Yeah.
sides couldn't play defense.
Yeah, and
I felt like
I
I was
for like the super casual
And-
fan that might have been like, the game.
I love it. I loved it. I love those types of soccer games.
yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like trying to attract new fans and stuff like that. Those games are gonna do it because everybody wants to see goals. They want to see the back and forth drama. Like they're for sure gonna be making new fans.
All like the new fans are gonna be like, oh my god, LAFC.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh.
And that's part of the problem.
Does it really matter as long as they're?
So so going back to the game, the Galaxy lost the game, so we were super bummed.
5-3.
We were
Me and Tommy
very.
weren't that bummed, but
I mean, the Galaxy fans on the podcast were bummed. You guys could care less. You guys, I'm surprised you even watched the game, if I'm being honest.
I told you I will watch playoff soccer.
And then the very next game, LAFC decides not to show up.
They go back to their old ways.
Go back to their old ways in this true Guggenheim fashion.
Yeah, back to.
And they choke in the playoffs.
I had my fun with this in the group chat. Right? Like, so.
Right? I mean,
Surprise!
as soon as that's the Kershaw wearing the LAFC jersey, I had it saved in the gallery.
It's like so.
I was like, as soon as they leave, I was actually waiting to post that one if the Galaxy had won. Like, I was like, I'm coming in hot with the Kershaw. And then they end up winning. I was like, damn, I guess if they win this, I'm not going to get teased in the very next game. I'm like, yes, it's back, it's back on the menu, boys.
So for the Galaxy match, they have LAFC has this thing called the honorary Falconer, where they're. So for those that might not know, LAFC they don't have a mascot, somewhat nickname or so, but they're the A and the LA logo that they have is based off of Falcon's wing.
Come on!
As you can see in the logo, not on my side.
Yeah.
On the other side, right above Christian.
That's you think it's an angel's wing, but no, it's actually a falcon.
I thought it was an angel's wing. I thought it was a City of Angels thing.
Yeah. City of Angels.
Even the LA Live logo, it has the angel
Yeah.
kind of thing, like the profile of an angel. That's what I thought it was kind of
No,
based off of.
that's an angel.
No, I know, but I thought that's what that was supposed to be,
Right.
like the same type of thing. But until you said no, it's a falcon, I was like, LA Falcon. What? What's the connection with LA and Falcons?
I don't know. But there were some people that thought because they do their training over at Cal State LA, it'd be based off of Cal
Eagles?
State, the Golden Eagles.
The original Cal State LA, which was once the top college in LA, once back in the day.
Right.
Way back.
Oh, get out of there.
Sorry about that, hockey. But yeah,
It's a wide open game right now.
so yeah, they had a celebrity LA figure to be their honorary Falcon holder and such, and for El Trafico it was Magic Johnson.
Oh yeah, Magic did it for.
I was just like, really, Magic? All right, you're dead to me now.
Yeah, Magic did it for the Galaxy.
Magic died.
Yeah, it's all about the
That
group.
was- So
because unfortunately, the Guggenheim Group is part owners.
yeah, no, they own the Dodgers, so it's they used to have the Dodgers used to have Galaxy Night, but ever since LAFC came
Yeah,
into
they have
it,
LAFC night.
So, yeah.
Well, you guys.
I'm pointing out that that the Dodgers are 0-2 on LAFC night.
Yep.
I'm just throwing this out there. This is, watching the hockey game right now and looking at the scores around the league. So
Yeah.
Vegas had a 3-1 lead over Winnipeg and they blew it.
Yep. Stank security wearing LAFC hats were trying to fight G fans.
Yeah, my boy LA Native. Did you go to the match out there?
So why would security fight Galaxy fans? You would know that.
I wasn't there, but there were some witnesses. The people who run the Galaxian Supporters Group Twitter page were, pointing out that I guess there were members of Bank of California Stadium security actually that couldn't keep their cool with Galaxy fans get into altercations. And it's been there's been videos circulating on social media of LAFC fans just really not treating Galaxy fans well. I get it's a rivalry, but it's dude, it's a bad look.
Kev, The only reason why they hate LAFC because it's part of the rivalry. It's not. It's like we always talk crap about the Giants. So I have no.
It's like
I have
it's
no
like
vested
if you're a Kings fan and you're like you hate on the Ducks.
Yeah, you gotta do that. You gotta give them that.
Wait, what's going on?
Kev.
No, he's
Kev,
like what? Like why? Is it
Well, you guys need to chill out with the
between
Uber hate for
Galaxy and
LAFC. Well, it's like that.
Oh yeah, they're
It's a
both
rivalry.
local rivals.
It's just a rivalry. UCLA makes fun of USC. USC makes fun of UCLA. USC makes fun of Notre Dame. It is what it is.
Clippers, Lakers,
Yeah,
It's just part of the rivalry.
crosstown rivalry.
and especially like from the Galaxy fans because they're the new team, but they're acting like
And
they're.
like I legitimately mean this not like as a Galaxy supporter, but my goodness, LAFC fans for the most part regarding like
Ooh.
their trash talking on why they hate the Galaxy is just like so stupid.
Well, that's how they do. It's how
They're-
everyone
no,
is.
so Bustos, the main thing why they like they make fun of the Galaxy is because the Galaxy play in Carson. Oh, you're not the real LA team because you play in Carson.
I haven't heard any LFC fans saying that.
Oh, no, there's
think
a lot- there's
I think
a
most-
lot.
It's like the older brother. You want to beat the older brother, the more popular one.
I mean, in every sport has that. This isn't just a specific soccer thing. There's
Yeah.
just, it's everything. Like
Yeah.
USC, UCLA,
Yeah.
same thing. Like there's not a UCLA fan that likes USC. Why? They play in the same area. They're still the same market. It's just the local rivalries and honestly, it's a good thing that these teams hate each other because, like we were saying before, this is growing the sport. As weird as it is,
Yeah.
in order for MLS to grow, some of the things that has to happen is both sides need to have this like drama that like fuels people in this weird way that like builds the sport. And I've seen even in the last since LFC's come in the league, I've noticed soccer growing out here way more. And
So-
even like the ratings in ESPN, I don't know if you guys
So,
have seen like it's
back
gone.
to-
Yeah, it's gone up like.
Back to this. The league story on SportsCenter that night, that day,
Was-
before the game,
was
was
El Tráfico.
It was El Tráfico. Was LAFC.
Which is
versus-
crazy, yeah.
versus-
like when do they lead with MLS soccer? Let's be real.
Yeah.
Like when is that the main story in sports? Over
Like,
one of
what-
the main stories.
Over what?
If
what-
anything, like when they do that is like probably like the day of MLS Cup, and it's like the Galaxy are in
Yeah.
MLS Cup because we had so many notable names back then. You had Beckham,
Okay.
Donovan.
Yeah,
So-
usually they lead with what Zion had for breakfast,
Yeah.
or
Exactly.
what's
What's
LeBron,
James or Kevin
or
Durant
LeBron's Taco Tuesday, or
Yeah. Just to have that.
what did Tom Brady do this
Just
week?
to have the MLS Cup mentioned in SportsCenter before and talked about is a big deal for soccer in the United States.
And like, well, and that's the thing. Like, usually it has to be MLS Cup, not a regular
Or playoff
playoff second round matchup. Like, for that to be the lead story is pretty crazy.
One of the lead stories, yeah.
Obviously, LAFC has like some ties with ESPN because they did that whole documentary
The
series
ESPN
with
Plus.
them.
They have like the radio contract
Yeah.
with them too.
Yeah,
ESPN
so-
LA does.
And honestly, like the
7-10,
announcers
yeah.
are pretty biased. Like,
Yeah.
they're
Well,
like,
not the national ones. They're kind of the national broadcast.
I don't know who's that English guy, but he's
He's not
always
an English guy. He's an American.
the main one.
Yeah.
There's like
No, the
some-
play-by-play guy is English.
Oh,
Yeah.
he isn't? Okay,
Yeah,
play-by-play guy is, yeah.
because that guy's all over LAFC, dude. It's kind of like a little even annoying, but
Okay.
like
I
you
never,
ignore it.
I never really noticed it, but it's like I've heard.
Let's talk about the
I
other.
feel like I don't know. Maybe
Let's
it's
talk
just
about
me.
the other two things. Even though the Galaxy lost, now LSC lost. Let's talk about the two funny things we found from that game. Let's talk about our boy Zlatan with our other friend of
That
the
might be the
Oh
first
my
time
goodness.
he got the name right. This might be history in the making.
Yeah.
He said Zlatan the first time
Correctly.
correctly. You didn't hit us with like an extra Z,
Yeah.
or you didn't throw like a different vowel in there.
Yeah,
Let's
let's
just
talk-
acknowledge
let-
Zlatan.
Let's talk about the other.
Finally, when he leaves, Bustos, you get his name right.
Let's talk about the other.
Right.
Our friend of the podcast,
Who?
baseball
Baseball
head.
head?
Okay, this was another crazy story. Our good friend
I
of the
didn't
podcast.
know until like a little bit afterwards. And I'm like, because
Well,
I saw
when
it
you-
live.
when you-
and I'm like, I didn't know.
Well,
it was,
Bustos sent it to me, and I thought it was just Zlatan means Zlatan.
Yeah.
I didn't know he was doing it to baseball head. Okay, so for those of you who didn't see what happened, Zlatan, upon the game finishing, was exiting the field, and our good friend of the podcast, actual friend of the
Yeah.
podcast,
Baseball
Angel, aka baseball head, aka in this sense soccer head,
yeah.
was on the field because he's part of the on-field talent of LAFC. Like he's in the intros, and he's actually a part of the whole, game day
Yeah.
experience and everything that they have. Was right there on the sideline near the tunnel, and as Zlatan's exiting, I don't know what he tells him, but he was yelling something at him. He was, getting on him.
He
He was giving it to
He
him.
definitely said something that
He was
like,
giving it to
He
him.
did
that ticked him off.
and then he did a dowdy.
Yes, he did. And yes, and then Zlatan hit him with the
hit him with the
hit him with an SMD.
with the Lions.
Grabbed himself and yelled at him. And on-field talent. It's I don't know what on-field not talent, maybe entertainment, on-field entertainment. I know it's him and some other guy.
I don't know what it is.
I don't know exactly what they call it, but he's part of their game day entertainment, right? That's what you would call it.
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know what they because LA Native was on-field talent.
Oh, I don't know what it is.
I don't know what they.
We should find
But
out.
he has passes and he's on the field.
He's on. Like,
He's not in the stands. He's on the field.
He's
And,
close to the field or whatever.
yeah, and they do something different with their diehard fans. I don't know what it is. I've never been to an LAFC game, obviously, but
Same. Like I have not stepped foot in that.
I've never even been in the stadium.
I've not stepped foot
Well,
on
yeah,
that
we
property
did.
since it was a sports
Technically,
league.
we did.
well, I've been in the restaurant attached when we went to a Rams game. They
Yeah.
opened that restaurant next door. I've been in there, but the
I
actual
went to go take a
stadium,
piss in that restaurant.
yeah, the actual stadium, I've never even been in there. So
He's not
I can't-
paid. I think he's just part of the. It's like the fan.
I don't.
like,
I'm honestly not sure if he's paid or not.
Yeah.
I don't. Yeah, that's a good question, but
They
he's
definitely have hooked him up with stuff.
they hook him up with a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
His actually, because he told me this, he showed me a picture. They have a giant picture of him in the owner's offices there. They have like, their offices. Inside the owner's office, they have like some big pictures of diehard fans. Soccer heads' faces up in the owner's office. And he was like, dude, check this out. And he has all these pictures on the field. Whoever the celebrity is, the Falconer that day is always like taking pictures of them. I don't know what it is, but it's cool. It is what it is.
Yeah.
He's a friend, and I'm always giving him to him as
Yeah,
far as
we
like
give him a hard
Galaxy.
time for it, but it's like, it's
I'm
all
always
good,
like,
it's all
yeah,
good.
I'm always like, bro, Galaxy, you're taking it this time. And he's like, bro, just be an LAFC fan. Come on, what are you waiting for? He's always trying to convince me. I'm like, I can't do it.
Nope.
It's the Christian Rams debate. Can we just also just chime in real quick on this? So my birthday is coming up. My birthday is in December 8th. And I told the guys for my
I'm
birthday.
not wearing the Shanghai Rams jersey.
For my
No.
birthday, I want all of us to get together and go to a Rams game because the day of my birthday, the Rams play the Seahawks
Well, it's supposed to be a 5:00 game.
at 5:00 game.
But it's probably gonna be flex. I think it'll be
So what
flex.
time?
Depending on how well
Well-
both teams are doing at the time.
Well,
It could-
it's gonna be
it could
flex.
get flexed.
It's probably gonna be flex because that game is probably the flex game is probably gonna be the Saints versus Niners that night.
So I wanted to do a hooligan.
Ooh.
I would,
Oh, yeah.
I would guarantee that game is flex because
I retract my previous statement that that game could actually just be a day game.
That game probably could be a day game because I think the Saint Niners will be flex to that game.
Either way, I'm trying to get the Hooligan podcast crew to go to all of us to go to a Rams game, and I told Christian my only request for my birthday, the one thing I want from you, don't have to buy me anything, you don't have to do anything. Just for the game, I want you to wear the Shanghai Rams jersey.
Not a snowball's chance. in
How about
hell.
we buy you?
I will.
To
I
which
will-
I try to put
I
the
will-
biggest guilt trip on Christian.
I will root for the Rams because I absolutely hate the Seattle Seahawks.
Also midget strippers, as Rico said.
How about we? Would you wear
Half price.
Would you wear
Half
a
price.
Todd Gurley T-shirt if we make one for you?
No,
We'll make one a McVay shirt.
no.
To which I said, so why is it okay for you to wear Sharks gear for our good buddy Kurt? And that's all right when he asks you for that.
And
But when I ask you to wear a Rams jersey, you hit me with a straight no.
I will.
Also, division rival, huge rival,
And
the
we-
biggest of rivals.
Take that, San Jose. Zero stand.
You were just looking for a reason.
I just was trying to bring Sharks into the conversation any way I
Yeah,
could.
just to use that. It's been a while since we've used that sound bite.
Yeah.
I missed the last couple episodes.
And
So
we
I'm,
do have pictures of you in a Sharks gear, so you cannot
yes,
deny that.
I have photo evidence that you wore this for him.
Yeah, it was a Barracuda jersey.
Exactly. You wore this for
It was
him.
not a Sharks jersey. It was a Barracuda
Same thing.
jersey.
Okay, so if I can find some like practice squad Rams jersey,
So we can watch.
Do that practice squad?
I don't know. I was just gonna write practice squad on a Rams jersey. On the back, it just says practice
Hey,
squad.
a Barracuda is
P-R.
The P with the ram curl in the P.
Christian, what is it going to take for you to wear a Ram shirt?
Yes, because you will obviously wear division rival shirts when your friends ask you. But when this friend asks you for his birthday, I get hit with the
Well,
hard no.
all right.
Hard no.
I will say this regarding my buddy Kurt.
Okay, our buddy.
Yeah, our
My
buddy
buddy.
Kurt.
I know Kurt too. Good guy. TLC
That was
crew.
in Anaheim, and he didn't have that many people with him at the time, and people have been harassing him at games. So
Oh,
it
so
was one
you're-
of those things. It was one of those things where I'm like, all right, I'm more of a,
So
I'm more
so
of a
you
hothead,
couldn't-
so I was like, all right, take this.
there's probably going to be more. As you went to the Niners Rams game, You saw how many Niners fans are.
So why didn't you
So
go
a
just
lot
to
of
back
Niner
him up?
fans.
Why did you also have to dress? Just your presence would have backed him up so he wouldn't be harassed. Why did you have to commit to the gear?
I lost a bet on the one actually.
All right, we're gonna
No, I
make a
legit,
bet.
I legit. I'm like, I actually lost a bet on it.
All
I'm
right,
like,
I just found my way in.
Hey, but you remember,
Don't do that.
Hey,
Don't give me hope.
Maybe we should post.
It's you with the Hawkeye,
maybe we
bro.
should post the next. Hey, maybe we should post a video of the last time me and you went to a football game.
Oh, okay. So small story. Bustos he has a hookup for free tickets. He gets free tickets. He invites me. 2 rows in front of us. We're playing the Eagles, mind you. The biggest fight I've ever seen at a sporting event. You know how many sporting events I go to?
Right.
Right. Always going Dodgers, Kings, whatever.
Right.
The biggest fight I've actually ever seen in person, literally 2 rows ahead of us. We saw a security guard get like punched in the
Hey.
face.
Oh my God.
The security guard was bleeding everywhere.
That poor CSC.
Like,
We're gonna
dude,
post
low key, I want to post that one on the
Yeah, we should post that on YouTube again.
on YouTube.
Yeah.
I should.
Oh,
I think I'm gonna do that.
Hey, throwback to
Did this score? Is this from earlier?
that was earlier.
Okay.
they're
talking
doing.
in
They're
Spanish.
showing
Oh,
the,
yeah, the
Lucha de
Spanish.
Hockey in LA.
Francisco X Rivera on the play-by-play.
I mean, I gotta admit,
He followed me on
Yo,
Twitter
Kev-
and then unfollowed
Yo,
me.
Kev's calling you out, bro.
I gotta-
Lame explanations. I'm
I
with
gotta-
you, Kev.
I gotta
Let
admit-
him hear it.
I gotta admit though,
Shut up, Kev.
you hate Seattle fans. I think the worst fans are the Eagles fans. When I went to that game.
I
they were
mean,
bad.
can we just acknowledge anybody who roots for a team with a bird mascot? Pretty garbage.
Pretty bad.
Pretty bad. Seahawks, Eagles, Ducks, Blackhawks.
Yeah. Well, no, the Hawks.
I know the Hawks are
Chicago,
technically,
yeah.
but I think they're trying to pivot to an actual hawk. Did you guys see?
Yeah.
They're trying to get away
Well, no,
from
their
the
mascot
Indian.
is
Tommy the Hawk.
Yeah,
Yeah.
a literal black.
The
hawk.
Penguins. Did I say them already?
Yeah.
Anybody, if you have a bird
Well,
team,
Iceberg,
garbage.
is, Iceberg,
Capitals.
the Pittsburgh Penguins mascot is literally a terrorist.
This is true. Sudden death. Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Cavalry, the 49er fans are the worst in sports.
Shut up, Kev.
Watch your
Yeah,
profanity.
right? Why am I going to have to get you to... Please be nice to our guests. These are guests in our home right here. Kev, I apologize. He is out of control. He will not even wear a Rams jersey.
I'm not gonna wear a Shanghai Rams.
Shanghai Rams. See, it's not even the LA Rams,
It's
bro.
such a-
It's the
It
Shanghai
is
Rams.
such a bad jersey.
It's over there somewhere. It's right there. I can see it from here. It's back there. And more so the Shanghai Rams, because when I'm taking pictures, I want him to be seen in the Shanghai Rams jersey.
You
With
can
the-
wear it. hey, can
Donald
you-
looks like
can
it's
you
one
wear it-
character.
You can wear it for one quarter. That's it. You don't-
Or for the tailgate, if
For
we
the
tailgate.
tailgate.
Yeah. I try to pull my Kurt card, bro. So you did it for Kurt. So
I mean,
we'll keep you guys posted if we're able to sway Christian into
And we'll
my
de-
birthday wishes.
and if we all do go to the game, we'll definitely have a video of us at that game.
Yeah, we will make a special episode of, and maybe if any of you guys come with us, meet us at the game. Who knows?
Yeah.
Do a tailgate, advertise some,
Yeah.
give out some shirts or something. I don't know.
Free discount coupons.
Coupons.
Some Gotham shirts.
Yeah, and you have nothing to complain about. With
Yo,
I
Kev,
really like shirts.
Kev's coming through with 49ers are the worst fan in sports.
Hey,
Always
just-
looking for fights.
You should just take your.
You have us completely mistaken for a team that's getting ready to relocate to Clark County, Nevada. Sorry.
You should
Kev.
just accept whatever you're getting now because you're actually relevant again for the first time in a couple of years.
Yes, I'm happy we're relevant for the first time in nearly 6 years.
In your lifetime.
No,
I know they've gone to this thing before.
They've made a couple
It was a
times.
joke, guys.
You remember the last time you did choke like the Rams in the Super Bowl.
Wow.
Oh no, we actually scored touchdowns.
Well, you're not facing the best NFL team in the history, one of the best NFL teams in history. So you
Oh,
faced.
you guys played
lost
Tom
to
Brady?
Joe Flacco.
Wow.
Yeah, I know. Well, at the time we were getting blown out, and we made it a comeback in
Yeah,
the
he
second
thanks
half.
Beyonce for that.
It's very simple. It's very simple.
The lights were-
It's very simple. Jim Harbaugh made really stupid decisions, on the play calling with, making the rush down the field. Like, how are you gonna
Hey.
pass it? How many freaking times? We are Baltimore's defense knew what was coming.
Well, you have Kaepernick as your quarterback. Enough said.
All right, Raider fans are
Really,
good.
Josh?
All a myth.
Really boosting on us?
Yeah, well, you have Kaepernick as your quarterback. Enough said.
Wow.
You have Philip Rivers as your quarterback. At least Kaepernick's been to a Super Bowl. He tried.
Wait, you guys are
He
both
almost
Charger
came.
fans right here.
Yeah.
Can I just establish this real quick? Ooh, self-burn.
I will
My
I
Brooklyn
will
Nine-Nine.
self-burn the Chargers at the expense. I'm like,
wait. You say you self-burn the Chargers when you say, Josh, you're the most negative Charger fan there is. And I always tell how bad they are.
Oh, and then you come through with the Phillip Rivers diss?
Yeah.
I don't know what to think right now,
Change
guys.
hearts.
Let's from the chat room. Kev Reese saying Raider fans are good, all a myth. 49er fans are worse.
I hate to say it.
Rico's coming through with the
Wait.
fight,
Hey.
and
Kevin's
LA
the
native
same story.
bringing the Raider Nation.
I'm gonna
love.
say most Bay Area teams suck.
I'm willing to say all Bay Area teams suck. Call me crazy. Call me
I'm just
crazy.
trying to be nice right now.
I don't care if you're an American League, National League, AFC, NFC, Western. They're both Western Conference
Yeah.
for basketball,
Yeah.
and the Sharks by themselves up there.
Yeah, Golden. I
suck.
mean, I like watching Golden State.
You get no love from me for no Northern California
Hey,
teams.
I like watching Golden State play basketball, but I don't feel bad. that
Sacramento's
Steph
not a
Curry's
Bay
in.
Area team.
Northern California.
They're way northern.
Okay, all Northern California teams and half of Southern California teams. How about that? Like there's half of the teams down here. LAFC, Clippers, Chargers. I don't root for them either.
Charger
Angels.
fans are the worst. This is coming from a Charger fan. Yes, the Charger fans are the worst. We can't even have our own home game because we sell out.
Charger fans are the worst in the sense that they don't bring it. They don't even.
Yeah, we sell out.
They don't want to deal with opposing team fans.
we're
It's like,
sellouts.
really how are you supposed to
No, Charger fans are sellouts. We sell our tickets for big games.
Sell-
That's what I'm trying to say. You keep cutting me off. I'm saying how are you supposed to have this so-called
I just beat you to the punch.
fight for LA, and it's like if you want to make a name for yourself in the city, how about actually showing up and supporting your team?
Yeah.
They're
Don't
sellouts.
sell if you're gonna sell tickets to other fans, sell it to other Charger fans who don't get the opportunity to go to games.
Sorry, money.
Because they're not
talks.
buying it. The teams who
Yeah.
come to see their team once every
Sorry.
so ever often.
Sorry, when I sell my Dodger tickets, I don't care who sits next to me as long as they pay me a big chunk of money.
Okay, say both a Giants fan and a Dodgers fan are paying the same amount of money.
I don't know who
You're gonna choose the Dodgers fan,
Yeah.
right?
Well,
Obviously,
of course, when Game 6 and 7 of the World Series, I sat next to Astros fans.
because you sold it to them.
Yeah.
So that's
I'll
why we
sell
lost
out.
Game 7.
So when they were cheering extra loud, we can blame you.
No, I just tell them to be
Shame, Boosty.
Shame,
Shame.
shame. You're thinking about your wallet over your heart again.
Shame.
I feel like we've had this conversation before, Bustos.
Oh,
There we go!
Amadio.
Amadio?
It's me, Mike Amadio.
It's a me,
True to,
Amadio.
true to legs.
Oh my God, you'd love to see it.
You just love to see. This is where you came in, Christian.
Right.
Actually, in that
around
spot
here,
right there,
at
yeah,
that
that-
spot.
that
I
spot.
actually know that guy that just showed a moment ago. His name is Ross.
Is
you
he
can
in your
walk-
seats?
No. He sits in the seats
So we
behind
have
where my friend.
Dustin with the off the boards with a pass.
Ooh,
Ooh,
Great
ooh.
pass.
back.
Good pass.
Oh,
True.
but, oh.
True to legs.
5-hole.
Nice.
Nice. 3-2.
Yeah.
Now we have 6 minutes left. Can the Kings hold on and win this game?
6 minutes?
Or 7 minutes?
7 minutes?
41 shots.
Should I
on
get a
goal.
win video ready or?
Yeah, get one just in case.
You might want to get one ready.
Yeah.
Like, okay, a little behind the scenes in the
Right.
hooligan world. Usually, obviously, we post win videos
Do you
after
have
everything.
a video clip of Bill Hader dancing?
You should put out.
There's a video clip of Bill Hader dancing.
Is it a
and
specific
it's-
sketch or something, or
Yeah,
a
it's
movie?
but people have added various songs to
Oh.
him dancing to it, and it's just hilarious.
Do you have like a link?
Yeah. Ryan,
'Cause I
I
have
yes.
it
can,
downloaded.
I can find it once we're done.
Ray and Tommy would agree with you. The real captain is still Dustin Brown.
Ooh,
But I love
I
my
don't know
Kobe
about
Thorpe.
that.
Is that
Can
my
we have co-captains?
Is that
I
my
know.
sweet Raymond Matoyer on the comments?
No, that's Ryan.
No.
Oh right, okay.
He's in. There's no
From
Wi.
here, well, Bustos is okay. Right.
There's no Wi-Fi in jail. Oh, he's open.
Oh, Amadio, almost another one.
I would have done the video. Okay, back to the behind
Vegas
the
blew a
scenes.
3-1 lead. They lost to Winnipeg 4-3 in overtime.
Sharks also lost 5-2. Pedersen 2 goals. All right, he's on my fantasy team.
So
But usually because I'm a sports fan, I'm naturally superstitious.
Right.
Sometimes in close games, I'm like, I'm not gonna make the video yet because if I make the video, they're gonna
you
lose.
just gotta have it ready just in case.
So then, I'll get up into the last step of posting it, I'll edit it, add the caption, get ready to share it, and I do everything except the final upload button, and I
Right.
just hold it. And I feel like when I'm in that when I'm in that state and the Dodgers blow it, which they've done before, like Kenley's on the
many
mound,
times.
Kenley's on the mound, and I'm like, all I gotta do is press it, and we're gonna upload the video. and then he
Yeah.
gives up a homer, and I'm like, that was my
By
fault.
the way, can we opt into his contract? We still have him for another 2 years if we don't trade him.
Good for him.
It's from the movie Hot Rod. Is that the one you're talking about? The Bill Hader
No,
from Hot
no,
Rod?
Shoot it! Oh!
Not that one, but I'll show you after we go off the air.
Like, do I even have a good win video for today?
Too bad you can't get Bailey flying on CM Punk. That'd be a good one.
I used to do the one. You remember it was like a commercial of a guy in the Indian headdress, and he sees the landfills filled with trash,
Oh, yeah.
and then he turns around and looks at the camera, and a tear just rolls
Iron
down
Eyes,
his cheek.
Iron Eyes Cody.
Is that what that is?
That's Iron Eyes Cody.
I like when you do the Winnipeg. I like when we beat Winnipegs in your videos.
All the plane crashes?
Oh, that's cold.
Do I even have a good one?
I don't know. No cowboy.
I used to have like this like Native American ceremony dance where they're like stomping their feet all fast. That was another one of the Blackhawks ones. I'd just be choosing random ones. Usually I've been saving them, but
Like
We've
DJ
been-
does
hey,
videos like
We've been so bad that DJ has to not have to make many.
that's
videos.
what. Okay, no lie. One of the silver linings of a garbage season is I don't have to worry about like Dodger season. I know I need 100 dance videos over the course of a season.
right.
And like I'll recycle some of them obviously, but for the most part they're all new, and I'm just like, damn, another season of having to find funny videos and trying to keep things fresh and all that other stuff. King season, I'm like, all right, maybe like 25. Maybe.
Oh, man.
If we're lucky. If
Right.
we're lucky, I need that many.
What was I gonna say?
Rico, we need a goal light. You want to buy one for us?
I think Rico has one. You could just bring his during the
Yeah.
podcast. Once Rico
time he's,
remembers that, once he remembers this again, Mr. Big League.
I think I'm the big league around here sometimes. I don't invite any of you guys.
Yeah, 'cause you're
I mean, you
PG
also.
you're
There's more than
PGA
one.
Certified.
Yeah, it's gone to your head, Bustos. We've been meaning to talk to you about that. Why you got to forget about all the little people that you
Right.
met along the way
Oh,
once you make it? What's with that?
you know.
Well, you're too busy to hang out. You know, with your hooligan boys.
Yeah, like-
just
You
Kicking
you
it.
know we love sports.
having virgin strawberry daiquiris with Sergio
You know we
Garcia.
love virgin strawberry daiquiris. Like what? Come on, Bustos. We're your boys.
I mean,
Dia de los Muertos night, man.
What was the giveaway? They were giving out hats.
Oh yeah, it was a special ticket package. So.
I hate that. The
Oh,
Kings are doing
especially-
that too.
Yeah, they took it right out of the Dodgers playbook.
Yeah.
Well, no, they'll do like all fan giveaways for certain things, but like other events, like they'll do like a special ticket package. Like tonight, like later this year.
DJ, do you
wh-
remember the the song intro in 2000 when it was sounding like a wrestling intro?
What?
Do you remember the 2000 Kings intro?
Yikes!
I don't. Do you, Christian?
You?
No. I was trying to say like the Kings are gonna do Lakers night. The special ticket package is like a hat, but like the actual like all fans giveaway that night is like a bobblehead. It's
Is
like
it?
Dustin Brown.
Oh yeah, I saw
It's a
that.
Dustin Brown bobblehead, but like the Kings jersey is in Laker colors,
That's
and he's
nice.
holding a basketball.
The captain, the true captain.
I don't know if you guys saw the Dodgers night bobblehead, but
Kopi in a Dodger.
I'm not too slow. I feel like they should have done the jersey that you have. Those warm up
Right.
blue ones with the Dodgers hockey jersey.
Yeah.
That would look so clean on a bobblehead. But they just went
Yeah.
the regular homes and they just tinted it blue.
Yeah.
And I was like, come on.
I saw him like,
Come on, guys. You guys can do better
I'm
than
gonna
that.
still go watch. People are gonna be like, hey,
I'm
Christian,
still gonna
like,
get
Christian,
one.
you going to the game? Like, yeah. I mean,
How many times during Dodger season do I hit you up like, hey, bro, you going to the game today?
exactly.
I'm not
He's
rely-
like, you know I am. I was like,
Like,
all right,
yeah,
bro, you
I'm
want
going-
my tickets?
I'm not reliable.
Sometimes.
There'll be a couple times where like DJ's like, hey, I can't make it, but like we need to give away. Like my dad wants to give away really badly. Hey, Christian, you
You going, bro?
like, yeah.
All
I'm
right.
like, I got you. Don't try.
I'm there. I'm like,
I got
cool,
you.
bro.
Don't worry about it. I
I
got
wonder
you.
how many giveaways you're gonna give next year for us because they freaking need to sell a lot of tickets.
Are
The
they-
Dodgers.
That's become like some like a mercenary for hire for me, like for like bobblehead giveaways
Yeah.
and stuff.
For sure. Like,
There's a guy I know, like he does it, like he always asks me to like try to get him bobbleheads for like it's like he has one for him, like he gets one for himself, and then like he has 2 grandkids, and they're like really into like collecting bobbleheads, like Dodger bobbleheads. So he always asks me to like get 3 and like do it for him. So
Okay,
Let the
breaking
kids
news from ESPN. George Masvidal defeats Nate Diaz via
Wow.
TKO.
Whoa!
That's an
Doctor
upset.
stoppage to win BMF belt. First doctor stoppage in main event since UFC 231.
That's an upset.
Interesting. You guys, I can't.
Are
For
we
some
gonna-
reason, I can't
should
download
we-
a video. I think we're gonna have to use an old one if
Should
they
we,
pull this off.
Should we actually, after this, actually stay on and watch the Canelo fight?
What time is that?
They haven't,
Oh, they haven't gone on.
they
yet?
haven't gone on yet.
I'm down for that.
Do you got to stream boost those?
No, I could find if you could find one. We can do
Also, Hooligan Sports, famous for illegal streams. You never order a pay-per-view or a...
We did not say that. We ordered a pay-per-view right now. I'm just gonna get it right now.
Oh yeah, we're ordering a pay-per-view.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we'll get right on it.
Right.
What is it?
Seems
3
like
minutes
a lot
left?
of like dejected Chicago Blackhawk fans in the crowd, so that's fun to watch.
You love to see it.
Hey,
Love to see it.
like us, they're in the bottom of the hockey league.
Yeah, they're not expected to do well.
Can we
either.
just talk about the similarities? Okay, if you're a Giants and a Sharks fan, how similar is that to a Dodgers Kings fan? In the sense that one of them. Hold
Breakaway.
on.
Yeah, batted down with high sticks.
High stick. In the sense that the Kings and the Giants are very similar, in the sense that they were dominant in these even years, were like barely making the playoffs, went on these magical runs. They were winning, and now currently garbage.
Oh,
Meanwhile, the Sharks and the Dodgers are consistently good, always putting up
well, the Sharks are
regular
garbage this
season.
year.
With the exception of this year, always putting up great regular season numbers and can't get it done in the postseason.
So here's the interesting.
How similar are these two? Like, when you really think about that,
So here's an interesting turn in boxing UFC world. They didn't want the Canelo fight to start until the end of the UFC.
they did that on
Okay,
purpose.
all right. That's
So
that's-
MGM executive asked ESPN if they could show the main event on the big screen, and ESPN said yes.
Wait, what?
for
They
them.
showed the big screen. You showed the UFC fight on the big screen
At the boxing match?
At the boxing match.
smooth.
How about that?
Wait, so why would they do
Smooth.
that? What is the reasoning? I'm
Well, no,
confused.
they obviously had people in mind, like they don't want people to
Get frustrated.
yeah,
Missing out on the update, so they are like wanting to be
one person
up on it?
like watching one event, missing out on the other.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
Do
So,
you guys know who Gan Matsuda is?
no,
yes,
then.
I know it is.
Sent me a link to the Canelo stream. I'm watching Kings on Reddit. Yeah, Ryan agreeing
Dan
with me.
Matsuda, he's Frozen royalty.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, he
one of the good members of the media. So I give him props.
but yeah, dude, I'm just saying Giants Sharks, if you're a Giants Sharks fans, you have very similar what you've had to endure as a Kings Dodger fan would have. In the sense that one of your teams just gets on this crazy even year magic, the other team's always good and can't pull it off.
And I know quite a few Sharks and Giants fans. That's a question I'd love to ask them about. That.
Yeah, it's like
So
the
how
other
does it
side
feel?
the other side of the coin. Yeah.
How
like-
is that?
Yeah, Ryan said, yeah, it's freaky how similar the runs were for the Kings and Giants.
Yeah, that was a really awkward time in 2012 and in 2014. It's like, yeah, we did it for like summer. It's like, yeah, Cloud 9 baseball season.
Like, oh man, I'm ready to get hurt again.
Well, 2012.
Empty net.
Empty net time, dude. With 2:48, how do you feel about that? Teams now more and more are
I'm
going
with it.
empty net with 2:48 left, like less than 2 minutes left.
It's November 2nd.
Yeah, but why would you do it?
Like it's November 2nd.
great point.
Chicago is going. They're in it to win it.
Why? They're
Letterkenny
bottom.
reference. I gotta
Didn't they-
I gotta put you guys on game on that show Letterkenny, man. It's on Hulu.
I've never even heard of it.
It's funny.
And
Comedy?
LA Native said Kings and the Galaxy winning the cup the same year too.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. They
Also?
did. I was present for those two.
But makes a good point of Golden State Warriors threw us out of balance. That just means the Lakers now
Yeah,
have to
Lakers now.
rebalance us,
Lakers or the Dodgers?
right? I mean, this year,
We've said it so many times, and honestly, I swear, the day the Dodgers finally win it in my lifetime.
City will burn down.
It's
dude, I'm gonna cry.
Yeah.
I'm gonna cry like a baby.
The city will burn.
Oh, my God!
Oh.
that back door.
The city will burn down if the Dodgers ever win the World Series.
Yeah, that's the last thing on my list that I haven't seen.
Oh, my
God. Patrick Kane, I'm scared.
like a lot of people that don't really realize, like, yeah, Lakers, City kind of goes.
It gets wild, but
It's
it happens a lot.
It's a little bit rowdy, but it's like it's been like
Oh no, Chicago. Jonathan
Jonathan Taves.
Taves with a minute 30
Tied
just
3-3.
tied this. See why I don't get these videos ready? Do you see what I'm talking about? I had it all ready to go.
all the Chicago fans that made the long, prosperous drive from like Victorville and Hellendale, California, are like all excited.
It's 139 left.
Andy Murray had an empty netter with like 7 minutes left.
That was in the playoffs. Yeah, that was in the playoffs. So
How do you get an empty
much
netter
different.
with
That was a much different, you know.
I forget about Andy Murray sometimes. Some interesting Kings years. And
Piss
Taves.
off, Jonathan Taves.
He's like Kopitar. He's starting to fall apart
I mean,
at times.
like, Taves always had those like intangibles. He never had like something.
Hey, I
that,
hate
like,
to interrupt, but really, the Mayans next door.
Oh!
The Mayan,
Chuck
the motorcycle club next door is really out here playing Nickelback.
What's wrong with Nickelback?
Everything.
Everything, Bustos.
God damn,
Everything.
Bustos. Can we mute Bustos' mic for like 30 seconds?
Yeah, I get they're a
Are we
successful.
playing?
I get they're a successful rock band, but it's like
Are we playing around the horn where you go beep?
Yeah, you turn someone's mic off. Mute him.
Mute him.
lose points.
Oh, what was that weird little floater? All right, guys, let's make some predictions for how this game is going to end. We
Shootout.
currently have 1 minute, 57 seconds,
Shootout.
basically a minute left. No, but who's going to win and who's going to win it?
Shootout.
Kings,
Kopitar
Dustin
with a
Brown,
Kopitar with a shootout.
OT.
Brown and OT for Christian,
Kopitar in the shootout.
Kopi in the shootout, and I'm going to go out on a limb and say Patrick Kane in overtime.
That's not a bad prediction either.
Keela, what's your prediction off camera? Definitely at least the Kings winning it.
I mean, I want the Kings, but I'm just a realist.
Rico is going with Clifford in overtime. Rico, if that happens, you be a miracle.
Stradamus? How do we do that? Rico Stradamus?
Yeah, if that happens, Rico, that would be the most amazing pick ever. Because I don't think Clifford will see 3-on-3 minutes in overtime.
Future thoughts by the Godfather.
What about you guys in the chat? What do you think this game
guys think?
ends? Give us some predictions.
Got
Hopefully
about
you're not ahead of
34
us.
You got 34 seconds left. If you
Yeah.
are ahead of us, don't say anything. Just
If it already
don't-
happened,
don't
you're
put-
not allowed to
don't
guess.
Imply, don't imply. Don't say anything. Just let it.
If it happens, Christian goes to Shanghai. Yes, if Clifford scores an overtime goal.
You're going to Shanghai and you're wearing the Shanghai Rams jersey.
You know, hey, Christian,
We
you
have
know,
I have a whole month to push this, by
Christian,
the
you
way.
know and I know Clifford's not seeing 3-on-3 minutes.
No, he's not.
Until today. He's taking the opening face off in overtime.
No!
Wait, what's he doing out there?
That'd be like the ultimate troll, like on so last week in our fantasy football, I actually did pick the Bears
even
to
make
beat.
my picks
I
this
bit, I picked the Bears to beat the Chargers last week, and that was the one game
I don't even think I
where it
picked
was the other way around. I went perfect.
Other
I
than
got
the Chargers?
I got the tiebreaker, but it was the Chargers game
That's
that I
what
lost.
reminded me. I didn't even make my picks. yet.
Xavier also, you and him, I think, were tied with the best record
I
this
didn't
week.
not make a
It
pick.
was by far the best week I've had in
Hey,
fantasy football.
I don't think I made picks this week.
No?
I
So
missed-
you didn't mess up your Thursday?
Yeah, I missed on my Thursday.
Ray forgot to make picks last week again.
I forgot to make picks Thursday. I've been so busy.
Also, our boy Rico, I think, did he?
I'll find.
So this is my first. This year has been
Hey,
my
I
first
gave
time.
you guys
ever-
all a free point.
Oh, really?
I didn't pick my picks.
Oh,
I mean,
snap.
you can still make.
I'm in second
for
place.
tomorrow.
I'm in second place because of this now.
Yeah, dude, I'm like in 5th place right now.
This is my first year ever like doing like fantasy football in general.
Which we have a pick'em league.
Yeah, we just do like the pick which team wins, and it's been fun. I
It really
actually
has
like
been.
it. It's like there'll be games where I'm like looking on and I'm like, really, like screw you, insert team here for ruining my plans.
And like, I like Busta's take of every once in a while you got to choose a crazy one because
Yeah.
you'll be the only one to get that point. Like, it's even worth it. Like
Well,
last week I had the Cardinals over the Niners. I don't know if I was the only one.
Cardinals over the Giants.
No.
The Giants. They played the Giants.
Who played on Thursday?
Oh, the Niners.
this past Thursday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was Niners Cardinals.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the game I'm
You
talking
almost
about.
got it one there.
I know, and that's what
Yeah, I
I'm
was
saying.
like, oh my god. It's it's one of those things where you guys would have given me a hard time, but I'm like, I would have laughed at myself. Like, so that's how it's gonna end.
So in the league, I picked the
whatever.
I picked the Cardinals because I was like, this is gonna be my crazy pick this year. It has to happen. And dude, I was so nervous. I was like, yes, I'm gonna. And I was like, nope.
So yeah,
that's
I didn't
how
make
they-
picks. Me and Rico didn't make picks until I did it right now. So Rico, go make your picks.
Yeah, Rico, don't forget to make your fantasy picks. You're gonna be last place.
I gave a
think
free
Ray's
point to
last,
everyone.
right?
You're welcome.
And Ray has a +7 in our league because he's forgot last
Yeah, but he doesn't matter.
2 weeks ago, but now he forgot again, so he dropped off again.
Yeah.
He said
They
he
would
made his
show
pick.
Kyle Clifford, right? He's on the bench though, so.
There's Kopi.
Yeah,
All right, so on the ice we got Kopi.
we need Dowdy, Kopi, and Clifford.
Can I get as a commissioner of this league? I'm giving myself a point because I put the picks in San Francisco, but I'm not going to do that.
I mean, we would form a mutiny. We'd be like, we need leadership. He's giving himself points.
All right, you don't need to do that.
Overtime.
All right, heart attack time. Usual suspects. We got Dewey, Kopi.
See,
I wish we can
Brownie.
share the stream like in the TV right here and not
this is
worry
where
about.
this is where it's fun.
Got
This is-
Kane,
this-
Taves, and
this is
Duncan
old
Keith
school-
for,
this is-
Chicago.
Back to the old great Kings, Blackhawks rivalry. You have Taves.
Honestly, some of the best hockey games I've ever seen have been between these two teams.
You got
Yeah.
Keith, Taves, and Kane
Yeah.
versus Dowdy, Brown, and Kopitar. The good old days
Right?
of
Yeah.
Kings
This
and
is-
Blackhawks hockey.
2012 between 12 and
The
14.
first year of overtime, that was one of the best hockey playoff, not playoff, but best hockey.
No, all like
3-on-3.
2013. Even though we lost, that was a great series. 2014 when we won, great series.
Mike Richards randomly tying in Game 5. I'm like,
Yes.
I was like, I accepted the loss. Oh, we tied it.
Oh.
Like, that was my reaction to it.
No. Okay.
Why is everyone
He
falling?
fell on his
It's
own.
that bad ice.
Well, there was no basketball game today at Staples Center, so it's
There was or wasn't?
there was no basketball game today.
This is that quietness that we
Yeah.
experience
I
every
know.
once in a while.
Well,
Right.
This is where we're all. This is where we're all nervous and
I
watching.
know.
Right.
Overtime, and we're just like,
Puck
We have-
goes the length of the ice.
We're not sides.
Icing on the
Icing.
Kings, so
yeah.
no
Brownie,
line change.
Brownie, Dewey, and Kopi are going to be the ones staying on the
They
ice.
need
I
to
thought they were gonna
change-
probably-
they
They
need to
needed to
change
change,
quick.
but that's not the case. So
We
hopefully
need
they
Clifford
can,
out there.
Yeah.
I need the Shanghai Rams jersey to happen.
Ben Hutton for the win.
Jack Campbell with the win, with the assist.
When are you going to get that hey for
I need it. Dude, I'm just gonna have a whole section of just Kawhi sound bites.
Yeah.
Hey.
Okay, Brownie gets to put.
I saw a meme the other day. It's like when you're in the bathroom stall and someone tries to walk in, and that was that video. Hey.
Exactly. That was
Here we
def-
go.
that was
Stretch
definitely-
pass.
That was definitely Jared Stoll to
There you
Jimmy
go.
Garoppolo. Shooting.
Yeah, hey.
There you go.
Come
So
on.
there's been some changes.
Here comes the Kings game back.
It's
Some
all
fresh
possession.
Fresh shot. Fresh.
3:27
Wait,
left to go.
Toffoli?
We got Toffoli.
Carter
Who's
and
swing-
Walker.
Walker.
Offside.
Way offsides.
Yeah.
Come on, Toffoli. Bench him again. How do you feel about this being one of the leaders of the Tyler Toffoli fan club?
Oh yeah. So I'm like friends with his wife.
I mean, MBD, humble
Yeah.
brag.
How are you friends with
no
his
big
wife?
deal.
Well, no. She works. She's one of the entertainment coordinators for
I
the
thought she
Dodgers.
quit.
No, she's still with the
She
Dodgers.
did?
She does. I never see her at the stadium no more.
She's not around at the stadium like in person, but no, she's still with the team. At least to my knowledge. So.
She got fired for talking to Christian at a game. They're like, "Do you know this guy?"
Christian needs. She's ready to get a restraining order.
Wow. We just came with the
That's
jokes.
cold. No, cats get people. Cat is the home girl.
Here we go.
Uh,
Here we go. Here we go.
Oh.
Toffoli for the win! Oh, I was gonna say.
You're about to lose
I
it?
get to post like a picture of him and his teacup Yorkie for the win.
Oh.
That's my.
You're
thing.
about to explode
every
right
time,
now.
Because like my running guy joke on Twitter is like every time Toffoli scores, I have to post a different picture
Of Dodger
of, like,
Toffoli?
his wife posts like all these pictures of him and their dog together, and they're like it's the most it's like the funniest thing, but it's like the most adorable dog dad thing. And I'm like, so every time.
Well, you guys see some of the Halloween pictures of like, some of the Dodgers and some of the Kings and some of the
Yes.
Lakers?
Is
Justin Turner.
Dodger in Bark Madness?
She's in there every year.
Has she won it?
No, she's
No.
not even close.
Wow.
She's
I
gotten
thought
like the second round a couple times. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh,
Okay,
thank
go.
God. Go!
Come on,
come on,
get your own
Kovalchuk,
speed.
just laser this. Dude,
Oh,
you need to
what
shoot
are you
that.
doing?
You gotta shoot that in
We got
overtime.
Kovalchuk, Iafallo, and I have no idea who's on.
Uh-oh.
Martinez, I'm assuming.
Dowdy?
Dowdy.
Dewey. Okay.
Dang it, Dewey.
225.
Where's Clifford? Get Clifford in.
Yeah, just throw him out there.
Oh,
No.
no.
No! Oh no!
Oh.
Save!
Oh, get it out. Cover it.
Saved by Campbell with 2:16 left.
Soupy.
Brandon Saad almost ended it on a gift from the Kings.
Would you guys want to see like the Players Weekend in hockey, like with some cool nicknames on jerseys and that whole concept that baseball does?
No.
Well, what would
No?
you, what kind of jersey would you wear? Would you?
I don't know, just the same thing, like crazy jerseys, fun nicknames, just
I would like
trying to get the fans.
I would like the nicknames. I always like the nicknames on the jerseys.
just for a game in this
Yeah.
sense instead of a series.
The nickname. Like have a nickname. I
Yeah,
like that
just
idea.
yeah, it'd be like on Campbell, you'd see Soupy, or
Soupy,
yeah.
Right.
Kopi.
Everybody has a Y at the end of every name.
You can use the same.
Kobe,
Right.
Brown, or you know what I
Brownie.
mean, Brownie.
I always say we should do that for all leagues. Have one game.
just a Players Weekend kind of thing.
yeah, with the jerseys.
Even though the baseball this year, I feel like they messed up. They should go back to
Those
being
jerseys.
crazy.
Well, the ones that everybody else wore except for the Cubs and Pirates were god awful.
Well, the Cubs and Pirates were
Those the Little League ones, right?
Yeah, the Little League ones.
Those ones
were
are
cool.
nice. Yeah.
That was in Little League for the Little League World Series.
Those were cool.
They should actually wear Little League jerseys.
Yo, Tuesday at Toronto.
Yeah.
Ooh, I'm gonna
Check
get
them
to
out.
see Austin Matthews.
No, the game's at Toronto.
I know. I mean, I'll watch them on
I
TV.
thought you said you're going to the game.
I wish.
A minute 40 left in overtime.
Here we go.
All right.
Here we
See
go.
what
2
we're
on
doing.
1.
If you do this right,
I mean, if
Offside.
Brownie with the power move. Oh no,
Okay.
they're not. They're gonna let him play. They're gonna let him play.
There
Look
you
at Kobe, puck possession monster.
I know.
Can't take the puck away.
Nice.
Back, bring it out. Who's your
Oh man.
Who's the defenseman?
So
Are
they're
they
gonna
gonna
They're gonna try and set up another offensive thing.
Who's the defenseman right here?
Uh oh, Quickie's gonna take it.
That's Campbell.
I mean, Campbell's gonna take it. Just such a
Nailed
habit.
it.
It's a habit.
Right.
Who's 20? Who's 20?
Walker.
Sean Walker. Oh, I was gonna say Sean
Wow.
Walker.
I was
with
said
the
Boyd.
Dude, he's been solid this year.
Oh,
no.
Oh no, that'll do it.
Blew
That'll do
by
it.
him.
Oh!
Oh, saved by Jack Campbell.
Go, 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 go.
This is a 3-on-3 hockey's fun about.
Oh, this is
Especially like in the last minute.
Right.
Yeah.
Come on, Toffoli.
Come on.
You can take on 3 guys.
right.
He's out there. Carter, Dowdy, Toffoli. 40 seconds left.
Oh, tripping.
Oh, they're not gonna call
No,
that.
offside?
They're not gonna call that. Okay.
Oh no.
Oh man.
2 on 1,
33
the other
seconds
way.
left. Gotta hustle.
2 on 1.
I save.
Wow.
Good save.
Jack
back down.
Campbell putting on his
Go,
big
go,
boy
go,
pants.
go, go,
Oh,
go, go.
Here we go.
There you go.
Here we go. 2 on 1 the other way
One
for the
of the
Kings.
slowest.
Dowdy, Toffoli.
Dowdy for the win.
Toffoli.
Oh, what a
my
save.
God.
Oh, yes! Yes! That'll do. Drew Dowdy. Oh, yes. SMD. SMD. Oh, man. You love to see
Easiest
it.
goal he scores in his whole life. Easiest goal he scores in his whole life.
No one saw that. It was
Oh,
already
my
made.
God.
Wow, Drew. Oh man, the video. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
We
Yes.
don't win that many games, but we do.
I forget-
We'll win on Saturday nights at home.
I don't.
I don't know what to do with my
Hey,
hands.
what's our record now doing this 2-1 when we're doing a live feed?
The sad cheering by the Chicago Blackhawks fans.
I think
They're
we're
one of
2-1, and the other game was a close game. The opening night when we did the
No, right now at the moment we've won our Saturday home games.
no I'm saying us being here doing a live video.
Oh yeah, 2-1.
2-1, and when the opening day we were in a game that we shouldn't have been in Edmonton.
Yeah.
Look at this play.
I'm looking at the replay right here. So
Toffoli,
Toffoli.
Crawford didn't know where the puck was.
Oh my God! Oh, poor Corey.
You just hate to see
You
it.
hate to see
You
it.
hate to see it.
We almost had I almost had a Tyler Toffoli goal tweet.
You were like, I already had the
Like,
finger on the tweet button.
Well, no, my phone is overcharging, but like
You'd have ran
it
and
would have
got
been retroactive.
Why is that Blackhawks fan cheering back there? Did you see her?
Yeah.
She
Don't
threw her arms up when
don't
they.
you- she's
Like, yeah!
Yeah, she was celebrating at first.
Don't you love that?
Like when you see fans that just confused, they
Yeah.
just see a
Right.
goal and natural reaction
Yeah.
is to cheer. You just
Oh,
hate
man.
to see it.
Okay,
So
good.
Kings win 4-3 in overtime.
Good
Really
win.
great.
Good win. No, get ourselves out of the gutter.
For
Even,
now.
even though we're probably gonna stay down there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we got to enjoy these victories, boys, because few and far between these
Yeah,
days.
we're not going to get that many.
Hey, as long as we beat the Sharks, Ducks, and Knights, I'll be happy
Yeah.
every single game.
Exactly. Sharks,
Agreed.
Ducks, Knights,
And we can lose everything else.
everyone else, it doesn't matter as much.
Maybe Calgary for Ray.
If we could just beat our division and lose to everyone
Maybe,
else.
maybe beat Calgary for Ray too.
Yeah. Honestly, yeah, the last couple of years, obviously, that rivalry has jumped up for us as far as
Hey,
hating on
we're
them.
now in double-digit points now with that win.
All right, let's take it down a notch. Get that top draft pick, yo.
All right, let me catch up on what did we miss in this? With the Colonel, everybody when Drew scored, the losing streak is over.
For now. We're going to lose on Tuesday.
Later, Rico. See
Later.
you next time. If
Bye,
you don't,
Godfather.
if you're not here next podcast, maybe you won't ignore me at the next game.
Right.
Meet your concessions.
That'd be cool.
So,
I'd
guys,
really
appreciate
appreciate. Yeah, I'd really appreciate that.
that was a fun little show.
That was fun, guys. That was
Yeah.
I'm enjoying watching the game and at the same time,
Yeah.
it'd be cool if we can broadcast the game so people can like watch along. Obviously,
Yeah.
all YouTube and those copyright
Yeah.
things and would be cool. But I mean, this is next best thing, along
Doing
with the
our
Mayans
best-
with us.
Our best, me
Gre-
doing my best.
We're gonna go
play-by-play on
join
this
the.
one.
We're gonna go join the green room party in a little bit.
Right, we're gonna go
Like,
get our
I
motorcycles.
can't stand the Blackhawks, but I do feel bad for Corey Crawford on the one. It's like, oh, he did not. Oh, he just.
It was just
He's
squeaked
like,
out.
Oh. Well,
Easiest overtime goal Dowdy will ever score.
and he sullied so hard.
He almost
So
did the
hard.
Thornton slide.
Okay, let's go watch some of
Never.
the fight.
Is the fight going on right now?
The fight has
The Canelo fight. We're
Canelo
gonna watch
fight.
the Canelo fight.
Wow. Are we wrapping up this pod, boys?
Well, we can hang on a little bit. I'm down to hang on a little bit more, just for the time being. Like, you know.
And don't forget, guys, daylight savings tomorrow or tonight, so you get an hour extra sleep.
Are we gonna end it?
Boosters is ending.
No, I'm not ending it.
Oh, we're not ending it. Okay,
I'm
all right.
looking
So
for-
we're not ending it. We're not ending it yet. Okay, all right.
I'm looking for the.
I can't see like the
I'm trying to see
the
my
monitor,
producer.
The monitor is like blocking like my view of Kilo, and like usually she like sometimes when I'm in view, she'll give me like this death stare, like no, end it.
End this
No,
thing
she's fine.
now.
She's like, it's cool. It's cool.
Right at an hour and a half. Did we cover everything? We got Galaxy, we got Lakers, we got Dodgers, we got Kings.
We have not covered football.
I mean, I think we can cover football. We
Let's-
can
we
skip.
can talk-
We can skip football. I
We can
think.
talk. No, let's talk. Football.
I think we can skip
the
football this
Raptors
year.
went to
No,
game.
no, like no. I'm not trying to insult. I'm like no. Let's.
No, I
talk
think we can skip
football.
it.
Yeah, the most. Yeah, we just gotta admit. We'll just say this: the 40 for you. This is all the 49er talk you're gonna get. We'll see the next 6 games how the 49ers are gonna play because they have a tough schedule. already.
Is it possible that 3 playoff teams come out of the NFC West?
Yes. Yes. I'm gonna say yes.
It could happen.
I say yes.
Niners, Seahawks, Rams
Yeah.
all make the playoffs.
Yeah.
That'd be pretty cool.
I think it's gonna
That'd be
happen.
wild.
I don't think. Who else is gonna come out of that division?
I mean, the
NFC.
NFC North.
I don't think Minnesota's as good as people think. they are.
Packers out of the NFC North.
Well, yeah, but the only team that's gonna
Challenge.
challenge that's it's Vikings.
Vikings. Oh.
They're going off.
Yo,
in the-
they
DJ's
got the
a
playoffs
huge Kanye West fan, so he's
This
like,
is true.
yes.
Yeah, they got Kanye playing next door, so I can't control it sometimes.
So the Rams, after starting out 3-0, then they had a bit of a losing streak, and they've bounced back pretty good, beating
Yeah.
teams that they're supposed to beat, like Atlanta and
Real quick,
Bengals.
because we're talking. You mentioned Kanye. Can I just mention tomorrow? I'm going to Sunday service at the Forum,
Nice.
so I'm gonna see Ye. We're gonna get religious.
Jesus.
We're gonna go pray to Jesus. I can't wait. Tickets were only $20.
What?
Exactly.
What?
Exactly. I saw they were $20. I was like, all right, I gotta go. I'm not crazy
You're
about
just
this new album,
wait,
but
like, all right, $20?
$20 to see Ye. All right, I'll
He's like,
go.
babe, we're going to see Jesus.
I actually bought them while she was asleep. She was asleep because I normally like, you want to go? But I saw their $20. I was like, oh, I can't wait around. I'm just gonna buy them. So then I took a screenshot and sent it to her, and I was like, we actually have plans for Sunday.
Like, babe. Hear me out, all right?
So I made a
Yeah.
purchase while you were sleeping. She's like, wait,
Look.
what? I was like, but only $20.
Okay.
All right, you're fine.
So you spent how much?
Would you-
$20? Oh, okay.
Right? Compared to his normal concerts, where it's like $150 a ticket or something,
Right.
which I would expect, but $20? All right.
All right.
I could waste $20.
Can't go wrong with that.
At the Forum,
The fabulous forum.
I'll get to see the construction on the new stadium.
I'm excited for that.
I
SoFi
saw the new
Stadium.
construction in Vegas.
Dude, they're already building the scoreboard out. I don't know if you saw that. It's going to have a
I-
giant Oculus
Yeah,
scoreboard.
Joe Biden went in Vegas. That's almost ready to go.
They already have the roof on that one, I think, right?
Yeah, in
They're
Vegas,
building
yeah.
the roof
Allegiant
on.
Stadium.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can we just
You
say
know what,
how
I
much
will-
the new stadium's name sucks?
Allegiant?
SoFi? No.
Oh,
the-
SoFi?
Yeah.
I thought it was so high.
SoFi Stadium. SoFi.
They really, you
how
know,
bad
honestly,
is it?
they really, like, seriously, Dodge really missed out.
They
on
messed up. They had the perfect
Dodge
opportunity.
Stadium.
Yeah, exactly. Chargers, Rams. How do you mess
home of
that
the
up?
Chargers and Rams.
Instead, it shows the true
So
state of our country when it's a student loan refinancing company has enough money to buy one of the biggest stadiums ever to be created.
Like,
What does
one of
that
the
say?
most, yeah.
The most hyped up stadiums in recent memory.
It's better than Allegiant Stadium, in Las Vegas, which will be named after one of the worst airline companies
Yeah, I don't think they even
in the
fly.
country.
like, how does that
I
even
don't
happen?
think they even fly to Vegas on this Allegiant airline.
Do they?
I don't think so.
But what I'm saying is, how does that even happen? How does that even
Money talks.
like
yeah.
they can afford that?
wouldn't-
Like
hey, who wouldn't-
bigger companies said no.
So I was bored a couple of days ago and wondered, you know what? Staples is not doing well. Like
Staples
financials-
store, yeah.
Financially and stuff. How are they keeping that naming rights? I guess they made a long-term deal with Staples.
When they were good, that
Yeah.
Yeah.
what is it like 25 years or
I don't know, but it's that's permanent now. It's basically
Forever?
They don't want to change Staples Center's names to.
yeah? So like, but what happens when, like, I say Staples went out of business?
It's still gonna
Do they
be-
sell the name?
Well, so what's interesting is you mentioned that since it's funny you're going to the Kanye concert tomorrow at the Forum.
Mm-hmm.
For years, actually, after
The Forum.
the Lakers and Kings had moved from the Forum to Staples Center, they still kept the Great Western Forum name because it sounded really natural. But
Yeah,
like,
it did.
in reality, Great Western Bank had actually
Folded?
it.
Change names.
They
Change
didn't
names.
fold. They
Change
got
names.
they got
That's
they got they got bought out by
Bank of
Washington Mutual.
Yeah.
So, but they just
But
kept
they
the Great
kept
Western
the-
name because
yeah,
it sounded
Great Western
really.
It's a solid thing. It's gonna be like that for Staples Center. It's like you can't change the name of Staples Center. It's iconic.
You could, but
Everybody like who isn't from LA would be like, oh, is that a new stadium? Whatever you call it, whatever the new one was named.
right.
I do that all the time when you have change.
And
Like,
what about?
it's kind of similar, right? So like, there's a
Like
similar
a-
right. There's a similar situation right now in Toronto where actually the Kings are gonna be playing this Tuesday.
Scotiabank?
Scotiabank Arena for years was known as Air
Air
Canada.
Canada Center.
That's all I know it.
Yeah, even when I saw it renamed, I was like, wait, what? When did that happen?
Yeah, like I'm an arena.
But what
nerd,
about
so-
like the Galaxy Stadium? How,
Yeah,
many,
how
how many names have we gone through?
Home Depot Center, StubHub Center, and
I don't-
Dignity Health.
I
yeah.
don't even know what the heck that is now.
I don't even know what. I've never seen a Dignity Health. I don't
Dignity
know.
Health, It's
We don't need
It's
to know.
Like what? It's just like a
Hospitals.
doctor hospital. Yeah. I mean, I just got in the habit of calling it StubHub after still
Right.
reluctantly calling it Home Depot Center for so long, and then they take it out from under me. Obviously,
a
same
lot,
rules.
of, a lot of us, like a lot of like Galaxy fans, like especially people in the Rad Squad, would just call it Victoria Street Park.
Like it's like the LA
Really?
Coliseum. Nobody wanted to call it United
Victoria.
Airlines.
So no, officially it is.
It's a field.
It's the LA Coliseum,
A United Airlines.
especially for Rams games, but like only for USC football, it is United Airlines Field at
At
the LA.
LA
They
Coliseum.
don't want to do that, so everyone still calls
So
it.
when I went to the
So how long did
the Rams Niners game, they actually do cover up the United States.
Oh, they
or
do?
No, not the United States. United Airlines.
Field.
How long? As Ray would say, how long did Guggenheim decide to rename Dodger Stadium something?
I
People
hope
would
not.
people would throw a fit.
It for sure start a riot, but the dollar talks. If they're getting like some like $20 million deal or whatever,
More than that.
they do some weird thing like
Dodger
that. They'd be
Stadium
like,
presented by
yeah,
United
exactly.
Airlines.
Farmer John Field at Dodger Stadium.
Or Dodger Field presented by Farmer John.
No, they would rename the field instead of the stadium. That's their loophole they do. They're like, whatever, so-and-so field at Dodger Stadium
Right.
or whatever. It's like,
Like
or the
the-
Orioles. It's
Oriole Park at Camden Yards.
yeah, Oriole Park at Camden
There's no
Yards.
corporate name, but just people just call it. We just call
Yeah.
it Camden Yards.
So, I don't know.
Like the Chargers for games at Dignity Health, they call it Rocket Field.
They do?
The field is known as Rocket Field, ROKIT. But,
I didn't know that.
Yeah, a lot. They don't really say it as often, but it's Rocket
Is
Field.
that Rocket Mortgage or what is it?
No, I
Something
think
like-
it is.
Headphones? Rocket? I don't know what it is. Rocket Raccoon?
Got it right.
But yeah, guys.
You want to go to space, puppy? We'll take you to space.
It's about 12% capacity.
Right.
12%.
I can't get the fight.
What happened?
I'm a nerd when it comes to like corporate, like naming like buildings, like venues and stuff like that.
What happened, Bustos? I thought you had the stream.
I don't.
We're gonna try and
It
get
just
the
started too.
Canelo fight.
The actual Canelo fight just started?
Yeah, it just
Or
started.
is it the undercard still?
Oh, it just started.
What do you guys think? Strasburg Dodgers 2020?
I hope, but it's not gonna happen.
You were hyping the Padres, weren't you?
It would be nice for. Well, yeah, hometown discount.
Oh yeah.
He's
I'm
gonna,
having a
he's
fun-
gonna pull a
We
Kawhi?
don't need that sleeping giant happening. It's no.
That would be
Neither.
scary.
You
Actually,
want- I know,
no,
especially the
no.
Padres are like a couple pieces away from.
They're more than a couple
Like
pieces.
no, don't let them
Hey,
figure
they're
it
a
out.
Piece away.
Yeah.
They're a piece away.
I mean, I feel like one guy's not going to change their whole season, especially it's their rotation and.
Well, they're young
stuff.
and they're good.
They need
They need pitchers.
They got
yeah.
Clayton Kershaw.
They've got an exciting lineup. You got guys
Well,
like
Quantrill's,
Tatis and
Quantrill's young and still good. You got a couple other guys. You have Clayton Kershaw Jr. in the
what's
minors.
their pitcher that stepped up? Paddock?
Chris
Yeah,
Paddock.
Yeah.
He
Chris-
had a good year.
Yeah, Chris Paddock. You have Quantrill, Paul Quantrill's son, who's solid.
If they put Strasburg in that lineup,
And you
they'd
have-
definitely be
and you got the
contending.
top, and you have the top pitcher, Clayton Kershaw Jr. in the minors, who's going to be called up sometime next year.
Wait. Clayton Kershaw Jr. What are you talking about?
Lefty with some power and has,
Who?
They have the top prospect is a pitcher for them. I can't think of his name right now. I'll look it up right now.
Clayton Kershaw Jr.
Yeah.
He's a
I
lefty.
was just calling. I don't know who this guy is. All right.
He's just a
CK
lefty.
Jr.?
He's a lefty. That's why. So any top
Kev Reese says the Dodgers aren't getting anybody.
it wouldn't surprise me.
Are they not spending
No, in
money?
the front office, they might not do anything, but it's like
They're like, you know how much that pavilion renovation costs? We're not getting no one.
Kenzie Gore, left-handed pitcher. He's the number 4 prospect in baseball.
Number 4 in baseball?
Yeah. He has this nasty curveball, nasty fastball.
I don't know what to say.
Padres will randomly trade him someday.
Padres are gonna put the Dodgers farm team. Future Dodger? Is that what you're saying?
I would love it. But they moved Gavin Lux to number 2 prospect overall.
All right, I'll take it.
I think this is probably.
We still have the Rams graphics up. No, let's talk football then.
I mean,
Alright.
that's all
So
we
no,
talk about.
like the Rams have had it.
We have a
bounced
bye week
back.
this week.
There's a bye.
Okay, all right. Yeah, I was wondering about that.
Yeah, no,
They're still
Playing
stuck in London.
So yeah.
they're back.
They're stuck in London like the WWE wrestlers
They're.
Oh, they're in Saudi Arabia.
or Saudi Arabia.
What
stuck in
happened?
Oh,
They
that
got
was so
swept?
bad.
What happened?
Oh my God. Okay, so
I don't keep up on the wrestling news. You know
All
this.
right. So do I get a
All right.
exception?
Yes,
for
yes,
that?
yes, 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 yes.
All right,
Just
so-
one time we can talk wrestling.
All right. So this past Thursday on Halloween, they had this. WWE right now currently has this deal with like the
Big
Saudi
bunch of
Arabia.
sell out for money.
Basically, it's a really, really bad deal.
It's a money
but they
grab?
do-
Oh, it's a money
Oh,
grab.
it's like the worst money grab ever.
Okay.
So WWE has this deal with like the Saudi
Yeah.
Arabian tour, like government and all, the Prince of Saudi Arabia.
All
and
right.
and they do like a pay-per-view, like a big pay-per-view event of sorts called usually called Crown Jewel or the Greatest Royal Rumble or Super Showdown. They've done like 4 shows in 2 years there, and this past Thursday they had their show, and the next night they have this new deal with Fox where they do a live episode of SmackDown on Friday nights.
Uh-huh.
So they had their
Wait,
show
wrestling's on Fox?
Yeah,
SmackDown at least.
mainstream.
What?
Yeah.
When did this
Friday
start?
night.
Yeah, not too, like about early this or start of October.
Yeah, that's. You remember when Christian went to SmackDown?
No, he goes all the time. I can't differentiate every wrestling show he goes
Right.
to.
But yeah, long story short,
They got stranded out there or what?
Yeah, you got.
there
stranded.
was mechanical problems with the plane.
Claiming they didn't pay up. Vince McMahon's check
No,
bounced.
there's been
No,
rumors.
not that. Just
Rumors that the Saudis were not happy with him. They kept him on the ground.
Why? Not, like we're not happy because it's provocative
all
or
right, so-
offensive? What is the?
among the storylines they have like on the show, like on some of the current storylines, there's this black dude by the name of Bobby Lashley, and he's currently in a storyline. He's a bad guy, and he's in a storyline with this guy named Rusev, and Rusev's married to this woman. His real life wife Lana.
Dude, I've never heard of any of these
Yeah,
names.
yeah.
I'm
But
out of the
anyways,
loop. Yeah.
So like obviously like in real life, Rusev and Lana are married, but right now there's a
Okay.
current storyline where like they are acknowledged as married,
Uh-huh.
but Lana is with Bobby Lashley.
Can you find the freaking-
So in the Middle East, it's a no-no if you're
Oh, okay.
woman with
okay,
like
okay.
another
Yeah.
man.
Oh, okay.
So she accompanied Lashley to the ring for a match,
And they were shook.
and people who watch wrestling
Were
that are
like,
also from the Middle East, the powers that be out there,
Right.
were pissed,
They're
among
like,
others.
I don't
So,
care if you're acting, we don't like it.
basically, among others.
So how does that work in movies and stuff? Are
I
women not
don't
allowed to be
I-
acting in movies?
So,
There's some people.
so she accompanied him to the ring and then quickly went back to the back.
So they already knew ahead of time that that was going to be an issue? Or
Not sure. I don't think it was one of those. Or I think they like kind of messed up. And it's like, oh, oops,
oh,
sorry,
that's
supposed to
right.
that's
She's
not supposed to be a
married.
thing.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So that was one thing.
That's interesting.
They had
A lot of
Hulk
other.
Hogan and
There's a
Ric
lot of
Flair.
other variables. So, but mechanical issues
The
with the
Iron
plane.
Sheik.
Mechanical
Iron
issues
Sheik.
with the plane.
She-
Mechanical issues at the airport regarding some of the planes that were transporting talent back to the states.
So they
And a
stopped.
lot of them that are currently assigned to Friday Night SmackDown because they do it like the American League, National League, and all.
Okay.
Those that were supposed to be on SmackDown were unable to make it back in time for the taping.
So what happened?
They called out the AAA team.
Did they?
NXT came up.
So
The re-
NXT,
the replacements came in?
yeah, exactly.
not quite. So NXT, which is the third brand, they work in their own. It's part of WWE, but they kind of
It's like the minor leagues.
It is.
in a way.
Okay.
Isn't
Um,
it? It isn't.
But
Okay.
like now they're kind of treating themselves as like the third brand. They do things very differently down there.
Okay.
It's operated by different people, and they just happen. They normally work out in Florida. They found out what's
They
happening.
all went
no,
or
no,
what?
not the entire NXT roster, but like a lot of the really popular people in NXT were like, "Hey, look, WWE officials here in the States are like, look, there's a situation right now regarding the rest of our talent overseas. They're not going to make it back in time.
Drop everything, come over here.
We're going to fly you up to Buffalo, New York."
What?
And
How did I miss this story? Was this a big story?
It just happened.
Am
I
I
mean,
just-
It just happened yesterday. So
Oh, okay.
And WWE has been terrible as of late, and it was actually one of their best episodes
You know what's funny,
in
though?
recent memory.
You saw it?
No, you know what's funny though?
Uh-huh.
That the Saudis actually stopped the airplane from leaving the country.
Like, it was bad.
it was bad.
Like they were on the runway and they're like,
Yeah, they
ground
were
that
stuck
It
in
plane.
was
the
like
runway.
some Argo type stuff, I think. Let's put it that
There you
way.
go.
It was hilarious.
not
Sick
that many-
reference, bro. Everyone knows you have the sickest references.
Right.
You're-
I can't watch
There's
it.
gonna be
I
one.
can't find
There's gonna be one person in the comments like, "Argo, yeah,
Argo!
it. I
it's a
can't
great
find
movie. That's a good movie."
You gave up on the stream?
it. Yeah.
Can somebody, if somebody has a stream to the fight, send it to Bustos
Please.
at JRA Bustos on Instagram or Twitter.
Or just put on the link on this freaking website.
Yeah.
Will our
Okay.
YouTube chat let us
Yeah. They will
people
for-
post links
for a second,
Yeah.
for a second
But yeah.
and then remove it.
and then immediately delete it? They're like,
Right.
you just got banned for sharing a illegal stream.
exactly.
Like,
Who will make the ultimate sacrifice for us?
we ban him. That was a test and you failed. They're like, why would you guys be so
Psych.
mean? Please say psych. Please say psych.
Please say
Uh,
sorry. But yeah, no. They called him NXT.
That's so
And, it was
weird.
Weird but cool. It actually ended up
Yeah.
becoming like one of the best episodes.
Okay, everybody
looking
just
back,
wanted to
like,
see them up in a different league,
in a different
basically.
slide. So like right now, the upcoming pay-per-view for November is Survivor Series. They usually do it like the Sunday right around Thanksgiving or so.
Uh-huh.
And the last few years, it's always been Raw versus SmackDown. But this year, it's going to be Raw and SmackDown versus NXT.
They're teaming up against them.
In
Well-
storyline, yeah, they're going to do. Like
It's just hilarious that the plane just. I just want to mention the plane.
it just worked out that it's like this whole like plane delay, all this
Yeah.
controversy in Saudi
Was a
Arabia.
come up for these guys.
Exactly.
That's
and
crazy.
It was interesting. So,
And that was Christian with your wrestling report.
yeah.
And wrestling is really bad nowadays, by the way.
Yeah, WWE's been pretty
The only
bad.
thing to watch is the women's division. That's all I gotta say.
AEW, dude. All Elite Wrestling.
I don't even know what that
That's
is.
kind of bad.
It's on TNT.
I don't know what that is.
Yeah, that's enough wrestling talk.
I've never even heard of that.
In
Christian,
Star.
we're done now.
AEW?
23.
I feel like you made that up.
No, it's real.
No, it's real. In Star, I'm gonna translate it in Star Wars terms.
Okay.
I will finish what you started.
Oh.
They're Kylo Ren
To
WCW's Darth Vader.
And by
I
the-
will finish what you started.
By the way, did you see the new trailer for Star Wars and Monday Night Football?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't see it on Monday Night Football. I saw it on YouTube. But
I waited for halftime for that. I'm like, all right, we got it.
yeah, I gotta stop watching now.
I'm just here for the trailer.
There's a lot of interesting plot.
And they keep teasing that Rey's gonna turn to the dark side, and like she's gonna team up with Kylo Ren.
C-3PO being a weird.
And
dark
C-3PO being turning to a murder machine. And then Palpatine's gonna be back in some kind of like spirit hologram form.
There's a lot of rumors going on. It should be an interesting December.
That he's been doing this in the background the whole time, but who knows?
I just want to watch.
I wonder if they're gonna bring back
Anakin, Luke, like like.
Well,
Yoda.
Obi-Wan's getting a series on Disney Plus, and it's
Why
Ewan McGregor Obi-Wan,
Yeah.
which I'm happy about.
Yeah.
Along with the Mandalorian, which looks like
But
a solid series.
Who played Anakin during 1, 2, and 3?
Hayden
Hayden
Christensen.
Christensen.
So no,
He was-
episode
I heard he
episode
was-
1 was Jake Lloyd.
Yeah.
Okay, episode 2.
Episode 2 and 3 was
Hayden Christensen.
Christensen.
I heard he was making the round of Star Wars, so there was talk about him coming back.
As like a hologram or
In
like as
episode
a
6. Yeah, this coming episode, he might be something.
episode 9?
Episode 9. Yeah.
Wow.
Because he's been making.
That's right, because this Force Ghost was Anakin, not
Yeah.
Oh yeah, when they did the re-release.
Yeah.
yeah.
So
Like
the
that. It was-
hey,
I heard
that's
he's
true.
been making the rounds of like Star Wars.
That's the
comics.
rumor?
Yeah. So he might be.
Busto's Star Wars sources are telling us a little guy named George Lucas, I don't know if you're familiar.
Mr. Yoda here.
Told Bustos.
We'll see what happens though.
But yeah, guys, we're at 2 hours. I feel like this was a solid episode. Episode 23.
Yeah.
It was the three of us. I feel like we held it down.
Yeah.
I feel like we still
We
had a
have-
solid episode. We
DJ
got,
was unsure, and he's like, I don't know if we can do it on 3. I'm like, I said in the group chat before I got here. I'm like,
We're
"We got
one
this."
thing
like,
for
should
sure.
we do
got
a 3?
this.
There's not much profanity used in this.
This
one.
is the least times I've had to use it. Other than the 3 salute to Ray in the beginning.
Right.
This is the least amount of time we've done it, I think, on an
I mean,
episode.
'cause
We were
We're
supposed to keep it PG-13, and like
This
not
is like
one of us
PG
said a
because no
curse
Tommy.
word.
No Tommy, no
No
Ray.
Tommy, no Ray. We knew there was going to be no beer. There was going to be no cursing.
I'm just gonna get out of the way right now. Shit.
Wow, we could not get one episode. Not one episode.
We have to stay on brand, right?
Does that mean?
Just one
Does that
episode.
mean you have to do an episode by yourselves to get one out?
It's just me and Bustos here. Like, all right, we trimmed it all away. But yeah, guys, we had a fun episode. Solid episode 23. Next week we will be back. I think Ray will be back. Maybe
Hopefully.
Rico will be with us. Possibly Tommy.
We might have a guest.
I don't know if Christian. Is it a home game?
No, we're on the road.
We're on the
We'll
road.
see.
Christian will probably be here then.
We'll see.
Well, no,
Based
it's
it
like
off of
it-
the King's schedule.
people base it off people base me like coming off of the schedule. And I'm like, no,
Maybe
I'll
we'll
come
get
through.
Like, I'm good.
Maybe Casey will come back.
Okay, so regarding Casey, she's on the thing that once baseball season's over, I'm done with you fools. She's like, I don't like hockey, I don't like basketball, I don't care about football. She's like, once baseball season's back, I'm back. So
Well,
that's where she stands on
we
that.
We should one of the podcasts where the Barstool did. We should do that. Have Casey call us the play-by-play, make us watch.
Maybe
the-
by next episode we'll get our Skype calling work and we can have all these guys in the chat room actually video call us in or something. That'd be cool.
Right.
Trayvon had a good idea,
Yeah.
reminding us about
Maybe I
that.
can just sit home and watch, do the game, do the show.
Bustos
home.
is not going to show up. He's going to be at home in his boxers like, I'm going to call in, guys.
I'll be like Kevin and Bean.
You're gonna be at the sports book in Vegas calling in. Like,
Yeah.
don't worry, I'm doing double time. So, yeah, guys, thank you everybody for tuning in who came
you
in the
guys
chat
so
room.
much.
We appreciate the love. If you're not subscribing, subscribe. Next week we will be back with episode 24.
Mr.
Our-
Kobe Bryant,
Kobe,
Yeah, oh, that's right. Yeah.
our Alexander Frolov,
Walter Aston.
Walter Alston, our.
That's it.
That's it. We'll think of more next week. But yes, thank
There's
you
a
guys.
there's a movie reference I actually had.
What?
Uh,
With 24?
Antoine Tyler.
Jack,
Anton Tyler.
Jack Bauer episode.
That's for.
Oh,
Oh,
that's
that's
actually,
24.
There we
That's
go.
24. Yo, so next week we gotta open with that.
Episode.
Jack Bauer.
Doot.
The
The
following
little
takes-
ticker. Following events took over the place. over
instead of
24
a
hours.
regular like hip hop beat intro, it's the
Doot, doot, doot.
the following takes place.
All right, guys. Thank you for tuning in.
Take it easy.
You know what to
guys.
do.
Thank you for supporting
Next
your
week.
local hooligans.
SMD.
Dowdy with the
S&D.